Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another night of football. Thursday night, week 17. This probably should be the week, or probably one of the best weeks of football, considering what's at stake for multiple different teams, playoff implications, all this craziness. And here we are, week 17, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel, click that bell, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday football, all the way through the playoffs, championships, Super Bowl, all that fun stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have your Jets and the Browns. And I do think this is going to be a good one. The Browns are favored by 6.5. The point spread did drop a point since earlier. Over under is 33.5. Plus 270 on the money line for the Jets and minus 340 for your Browns. Getting into the matchup predictor, ladies and gentlemen, 29.5% for the Jets, 70.3% for the Browns. And I do think, like I said, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm excited to see what Flacco's going to do against his old team. I do think there's going to be a lot of emotion in this game, a lot of grit, good defense. And we'll basically see if, Flacco can keep this consistency up, keep up his game level. And we'll see if it's all hype or if Flacco really means business, I think, tonight. Quick shout out to the Wrench Gang. Quick shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers for rocking with us tonight. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You guys know the drill. 100 likes, 100 thumbs up, and we put up the poll so you guys can vote. And we just need 65 more. 65 more, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for kickoff. Quick shout out to you, Priscilla. What's going on with you, Lex, in the house? Jason says Flacco for the win. I think so too. Mike C says, hey, Jay, defense is on display tonight. That is a fact. I do think it's going to be a defensive battle. They're calling for 33.5, which is really, it's not a low scoring game, but it's like right in the middle. So yeah, this should be a defensive battle, but we know when we expect certain things to happen, it normally doesn't happen. And we get a crazy game where it becomes some kind of weird shootout and you start seeing people, throwing up touchdowns and throwing up bombs. And it's like, well, where the hell did this come from? That wasn't there in the beginning of the season. With that said, I'm going with the latter. I do think it's going to be a low scoring game, but I am taking the Browns. Bob's is another $250K for Flacco. He's getting 75 a game. I think that's what the contract was. He's 75 a game until they get to the playoffs. Oh yeah. This would be for the playoffs. That's right. So yeah, if he does win this game, I think he gets the 75 plus the 250 for getting them to the playoffs. So yeah, shout out to DJ Gene. What up, man? What's going on? Which is I'm cooking a rib roast on the offset. I almost lopped my finger off by pulling the hatchet out of a log, but oh well, go Browns. All right, man. Be careful out there. Don't lose the finger to a barbecue, my friend. Dimension House says, what's good, Jay and the Wrench Gang and the fam? Let's go. Deb Bob says, with Cooper out, look for a lot of Njoku and Ford. I got him tonight. I got Njoku on the fantasy. We'll see what he does. Shout out to Tactical says, hanging my grandson watching Jay. We are saying Browns by 7. That's what the prediction was, my friend. It was Browns. The Browns by 7. Gang Green for me. Shout out to you, Tyrone. Let's go, man. Text 713 in the house. You cheat in the house. Says, let's go Browns. Let's clinch. Jay says total under 29.5. What do you think? Like I said, the over under is 33.5. I do think it's going to be a low scoring game. If I was betting, I'd be taking the under 33.5. Shout out to Sassy. What's going on with you? Says rooting for the Browns for my fam. Let's go. Sassy in the building. Chris House says, with no glasses, your head looks big. Really, Chris? My head looks big? It's kind of weird. I don't go around judging people's, size of their heads. It's like a weird thought. It's like, man, look at that guy with his glasses off. His head looks pretty big. It's kind of weird, yo. It's kind of weird, but hey. Jareem says, sup, Jay? What you think about them Fins? I think they're going to lose 2 in a row. Then they're going to lose 2 in a row. Jay Stan, what up, yo? What's going on with you? It says, been jumping your streams and saying, go Browns. Finally, you're streaming it. Let's go. Listen, y'all know we cover all 32. All 32. They show up on a Monday night, Thursday, or a Sunday night. We are here, my friend. We are here. Miguel says, AJ, back with you from the Philippines. You the man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the listeners and watchers from the international waters, over the international waters. Let's go. Brady in the house. What up, man? What's going on with you? Eric says, let's go Browns. I'm smoking a chicken in my smoker and grilling some bear meat. All right. Tactical says, Jay, I bet his head is so big they call him headquarters. Oh, man. Jameer says, sound like you checking you out, Jay. Listen, I am happily taken. Happily taken. I am happily taken. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for these Jets and these Browns, we got 172 viewers. Our next goal is 100 likes. We can hit it. We can make it happen. We need 42 more now. 42 more likes, 42 more thumbs up to get to that 100 mark. And I will throw up the poll so you guys can vote on who you think is going to take this thing. I do think that it may be a little closer on the poll than what we think we have here for the matchup predictor, right? I do think when we get into these kind of games, the polls are a little bit more tight as far as the margins go. Sin City J says, happy Thursday, gentlemen. Let's go Browns, 26-20. All right. Dream says, hi, you're funny. We'll see about that. Just remember what you say. Of course. Listen, it's all recorded. When I say anything and it's wrong, people are like, oh, Jay, you said at 7:57 Eastern Standard on the stream, you were 13 minutes in. You said that the Dolphins were going to lose to the Ravens and the Bills, and you were wrong. But you know what they don't do? When Jay is right, they don't hit him up like that. They don't say, Jay, you were right at 13 minutes in the stream when you said that this team was going to lose 3 games in a row. I get silence when I'm right. But the one time that I'm wrong, it gets blown up. But listen, I love it. I love it. We've been doing this for a long time here. We know how this goes. They don't show you love when you're right. They criticize you when you're wrong. That's how it goes. Shout out to you, Mary Jo in the house. Bills Mafia in the building. Never had bear meat. Sounds tough. I tried though. Sure, why not? Let's try some bear meat. Let's do it. Damon says, got to go for the Jets. Let's go, man. Jimmy says, upset, picking the Jets. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, happy holidays to you guys as well. Hopefully everyone has a great, great new year coming up. And I hope that 2024 is better for you guys, without a doubt. Sunday is going to be our last week of football until literally the following week. So we won't have a Monday night, Thursday night game for week 18, but we'll have some college. So I'll be streaming some college, the national championship for you guys. But then we'll have Saturday, the Cowboys and the Lions. Or no, that's this Saturday. It's this Saturday. What am I talking about? It's this Saturday. So the following week 18, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be college. And then once we have the schedules for week 18, I'll let you guys know what's going on, what we're going to be streaming as we get into the playoffs and a lot of good stuff. So there you go. There you go. James Moorhead, what's up, man? Great Christmas. Great Christmas. Hope you had one as well. Happy holidays to you and yours. Forrest Green says, let's go Bills Mafia. Let's go. It says it feels like a Tuesday. Well, it is Thursday, and you got one more day until, the weekend. So embrace it, my friend. Embrace it. Shout out to you, Jake. What up, man? What's going on with you? Bob says vinegar and Worcestershire. Chestershire. it's Chester. Worcestershire sauce and lemon juice drip. Oh, dip. Okay. All right. I ain't got my glasses on, y'all. I haven't had my glasses on in a while. I don't want to wear them no more. I just want my eyes to work. I'm retraining my eyes. I'm leaving alone what they said. You got to wear these glasses. It's going to make your right eye better. Well, guess what? It made my right eye worse. My left eye is just fine. My right eye is worse. So we're just going to have to progress through this thing and do it the old natural way. More carrots for me. Merry Christmas. Shout out to you, Ticklers. Let's go, man. Shout out to Daniel. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. All right, Bob Evans says Jack Daniel's sauce and a splash of Jack Daniel's liquor makes it taste good. Interesting. Bob says better on chicken. All right. Shout out to you guys. What are we at? 85 likes. We need 15 more. 15 more likes, 15 more thumbs up to get to that 100, ladies and gentlemen. James Moorhead starting it off and bringing out Ric Flair. Shout out to you, James. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $3 super chat donation. That is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for the love. I do thank you for the support. Getting it started, bringing Ric Flair out to the front and saying, hey, it's time to work, my friend. It is time to work. Shout out to Seminoles. Ben M says we want the Jets to lose because the Browns are above us. What? You would mean win, right? It's like threw me way off with that one. Yes, I was like, wait a minute. We want the Jets to win because the Browns are above us. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious, right? But it's really very easy to get caught up in the, well, hey, the Bills need this, or this specific team needs this. So we need this team to do this, and we're going to ride with this team. And at the end of the day, like, if the analytics don't look right, and, you know, if it just doesn't, if it doesn't seem right on paper, or if it goes against my gut, and I know that a specific team should win, I'm probably not going to do it. Like, I was sitting there, like, I know Miami's going to win, but we need the Cowboys. And I'm like sitting there, like, hoping the Cowboys can do something. And guess what? Just like I said, Miami won, and my prediction was by 3. So there you go. Joe Lotto says, Yo Jay, hope you have a great holiday season. Hit that like and subscribe. Show Jay some holiday love. Shout out to you guys. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 Money says Josh Allen is goated. Not yet. I think he's definitely up there. He's on his way. But he's got to get some hardware, man. He's got to get some hardware, right? When he gets some hardware, that alleviates all the talking of it just being, oh, he has skills, right? Him getting a championship, potentially getting to a Super Bowl, getting a Lombardi, that changes the tone of the whole conversation as far as how people can address him for all the mistakes that he's had in his career. Shout out to Josh Hawkins. What up, man? What's going on with you? Brian says, according to my doctors, this could be my last football season, and I'm hoping my Wolverines and Lions finish the season strong. Thank you, Jay, for giving me something to look forward to each week. Brian, that's kind of ominous. I don't know which way to go with that. And I'm not asking you to elaborate because it's your business, but I'm sorry to hear that. And, definitely could hope that you're sticking around with this. I don't know exactly what that means, but if I'm using my my big boy brain here, it doesn't sound too good. But I do thank you for rocking with me. Jay, he's been getting better. He's been throwing less interceptions. Yeah, it's true. AFC Championship game will involve the guys that circle the wagons like no other. That is a fact. Shout out to you, Geneva. Jasmine in the house. Robert in the building says, hey, Jay, Wrench Gang and everyone, I think Flacco is going to show the Jets how he feels for not calling him for help while he waited by the phone for their call. That is a fact. Imagine sitting on the couch and you're watching the Jets and they're like, yo, we need help. We don't know who we can call. There's nobody that we can call. And, you play for this team. You put your heart and sweat into this team. And then you get a phone call from the Browns and they're like, hey, we need you. And then you end up going up against that very same team. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a show. I definitely think this is going to be a hell of a show tonight. For sure. Blake says, who's got the number 1 seed in the AFC and also the NFC playoffs? I'm sticking with what it currently is. Right? I don't think too much is probably going to change in the next couple weeks. So, I'm going Ravens and 49ers. I'm sticking with what's on the wall, my friend. Obviously, wild cards will change and then all that fun stuff. But, I'm sticking with the 1 and 2 seed. Shout out to Rebecca. Says, go Bills. Let's go. Shout out to you, Rebecca. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 112 likes. Let's go ahead and put up this poll so you guys can vote. Here we go. I'm really interested to see what you guys say in these in this poll here. So let's get it up. Jets and then the Browns. Start poll. And there we go. It says, I really enjoyed the Fantasy League this year, even though I didn't dominate. Listen, I ended up in I think next year we're definitely going to change as far as, the format and the setup, right? I like the amount of teams. It was cool, but at the same time, it was just too much chaos. And it was really interesting. It was really, really hard to be dominant, put together a proper team every week, and have a solid chance. So, yeah, with that said, whoever wins, congrats, because I know it's been tough for sure. But next week, I think next season, we're going to change the format. Three Money says Jets get winning field goal. Okay. The only miracle that can happen for the Jets are 3 Whitehead picks, right, Jay? Yeah. Listen, I would say this. Don't think that there's not a bunch of pressure on Flacco's head in this game, right? Because at the end of the day, you can't sleep on the fact that the Jets have a solid defense and they understand what they're up against. We already know what the Browns are bringing to the table offensively and defensively. So if the Jets can, keep doing what they've been doing, playing that strong, dominant defense, get a couple stops, right, in the beginning of these series, then you could very well see, the Jets have a solid chance in this thing. And then on the flip side, obviously, if the Jets aren't playing at their full potential, then yeah, Flacco's just going to go out there and the Browns will run the score up and they'll stop Simeon and, to just be a Browns night. But for some reason, I just feel like it could be one of those miracle events for the Jets somewhere down in the third or fourth quarter where like a moment, like momentum shift happens and we're all sitting here dumbfounded because we expected the Browns to win. That's how this could go. We'll see, though. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, we got about 7 minutes until kickoff. Make sure you guys keep hitting that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We're at 124 now. We need 76 more to get to that 200. Let's see if we can make it happen before kickoff. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Shout out to Molly. What's going on with you, Molly? Sherry says, I'm not a fan of either team. I'm here to support your channel. Many blessings from Texas. Shout out to you, Sherry. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Adam H says, how much would a tie mess up with seeding? I don't think it would. I think they'd have to go look at as far as, records and all that kind of stuff to see, how seeding would go. But I don't think it'd mess anything up. I could be wrong, though. DJ James says, I'm cooking with oak and cherry tonight. All right. David, what up, man? What's going on with you? I just don't see it because number 95 will be sitting on Trevor's back all night. We'll see. Listen, these are the kind of games where certain individuals try to step up and make a difference. And if there's any night that Trevor Siemian wants to prove himself, it's tonight. Right? What other way would it be an amazing stat on your career to come out here and beat the team that everybody thought was going to beat you, and you go out there and you ball out and make something happen, right? You got to always look at it from both ways. That's what I've been doing, right? As much as, like I said, we think and know that the Browns should win, this could get down to the wire and become real nasty because this Jets defense is great. What if they get a couple good stops, right? What if this turns into a situation like the Raiders and the Chiefs? Who knows? We'll see. We will see momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Hookah. Says, what up, Jay? Thank you for doing this every week. We are on it, man. We are on it. Let's go. When's the Bills game and who's winning? Patriots Bills on Sunday at 1:00. Bills, my friend. Bills Mafia. That is a fact. Father says I wouldn't do fox. That's not a game animal to me. Yeah, I probably wouldn't eat fox as well. It's kind of interesting. Lorenzo says don't sleep on the trap game. Pat's got Russ. Am I supposed to worry about the Patriots? I ain't worried about no Patriots. Cut it out. Shout out to Mayo. Says let's go Buffalo. Let's go, yo. Forrest says 24-9 Browns. Okay. Streaming college football. Yes, Seminole, we will. We've got the 2 on the first. And then obviously the championship. So yes, I will. Yes, I will, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I will. The 2 most important ones, and then obviously the main event. I really hope it's not like TCU in Georgia. I really do. Like, we had over 10,000 people in here. It was absolutely amazing. But it was just unbelievable how TCU played, and the score was just a bit ridiculous because I feel like TCU shouldn't have been there if that was going to happen. So there you go. But yeah, we'll be doing it. It'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Jason says Bills will win that. They should. They should. The last Pats game was an upset. Close games. Most of the games we lost were close. Eagles games close, 22-24. Like we ain't bad. We just lost in that last second. All games we lost were close. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the general theme of things as far as when you get into the final weeks of, the season, and then there's playoff implications on the line, and, certain people are going to step up, and, things get really interesting as far as playing down on certain teams and not really, game planning for this specific squad or this quarterback, or there's not really tape on this individual because he came in at the end of the season and now your defense doesn't know how to, wrap up this guy who's able to run and pass and all this other stuff. It turns into a lot, right? All that stuff that, between week 5 and week 13 really starts to kind of go out the window as, you start getting into the later weeks. That's why a lot of these games are a lot closer than what we expected. Just like with the Panthers and the Packers. Look at that. Nobody expected the Packers to have to win by a field goal. 33-30? The Panthers. They haven't been doing nothing all season. Now they show up ready to play. Ends here says, good morning to you, Jay, the Wrench Gang, and the rest of the fam from Thailand. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. 706 Cowboys fan will definitely shove the fork in the outlet if they have to play the 49ers in the first round. Yeah, I mean, here's the reality of it, right? You look at what the Ravens did, and then you really take advantage of that. You borrow the playbook, kind of like what Miami did against the Cowboys, right? You borrow the playbook, you say, all right, we're going to go ahead and watch the tape, see what worked for them, and then, put our own spin on it, and then go out there and ball. Shout out to you, Luther. So at the end of the day, that's why things start to change. And that's why Purdy may have a lot of trouble heading into the playoffs, because now you've got really a full season of tape on him. You kind of know what to expect. And if you can get through that offensive line and get him out of that pocket, well, things start to get interesting, because we know that's where he likes to rest. That's where he likes to stay. He's comfortable back there. And if you leave him back there for a good 3 to 4 seconds, he's gone through multiple different reads. He knows exactly who he's going to get the ball to, and they'll just drop it right in the pocket. I will say this. One big thing that the Ravens defense had against Purdy was the ability to know, just put your hands up. He throws the ball low, so just put your hands up. And at that time, that's why we kept seeing those tip balls and picks. And a lot of people were saying, well, he didn't really throw the interception. It was tipped and then picked. Well, he did throw the interception because he threw low and it got batted. Obviously, height is a factor there when you start looking at, okay, well, how can he throw over the line if he's that height? You got to figure it out. You got to make some adjustmts. Quick shout out to Daniel Fierro coming through with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Daniel. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation, my friend. It is much, much appreciated. And I do thank you for the support. Let's go. Thursday night football love, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Puck says, hey, Jay, what up, man? What's going on with you? Daniel says, what's your score prediction? Oh, this is a tough one, but I'm thinking something on the lines of like 26, some random score. 26-17. Yeah, I think 26-17, something ridiculous like that, even though I do think the under may work. But I'm just all over the place because I really don't know how this game's going to go. But that's my score prediction. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Darnell. What up, yo? What's going on with you? Michael says Browns looking decent. Of course. Of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for kickoff here. These Jets will be sending it to the Browns as we prepare for kickoff. And here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kick is off. Browns will start with it. This is going to be a touchback. Browns will start at their 25. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. All right. Get this all situated. There we go. There we go. Someone says, Jay, you need to drop that merch that says, what's going on with you? Yeah, there's so many different things that we could definitely get into. But here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10. We have motion. Flacco under center. This is going to be a handoff. Hits that right side. Pickup of about 5 yards. Nice little start on the run game for the Browns here as they get it going. 5 yards in the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now at the 30. All right. Michael says, Joe Flacco flame. Let's go. Browns killed the Niners streak. As Flacco drops back, quick throw, and that's going to be caught for another big gain. And there is a flag down as Moore gets it, but we'll see what this flag is about here. As we have 14 minutes, 29 seconds here on the clock. We have our first flag on the second play of the game. Looks like it's going to be pass interference. And that's going to be on the offense. So they're going to call Moore on the pass interference after he caught it. And you had to be 2nd down. 2nd and 15 now. 2nd and 15. Rhino says, my man Prime Scram is messing up. Anyone else having problems? No, everything's good over here, my friend. Shout out to you, Francois. Let's go. 2nd and 15. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. Incomplete. As it's now going to be 3rd and 15. So, like I said, you get into these situations where you have a long 3rd and 15. This Jets defense is able to step up, potentially get a stop. Well, they get the ball back in an early first quarter here and could potentially put up some points and take an early lead. Here we go. 3rd and 15. As Flacco's the 2nd oldest player. They moved the stats so fast, but here we go. 3rd and 15. Pressure comes. Flacco throws short. This will be caught. Plenty of space, and that's going to be Njoku on the move, still on his feet. Big play, big first down as Njoku moving the ball and doing what he does. First down, Browns. It's going to be 36 yards as Njoku gets it going. Jory Scott, what up? What's going on with you? Says, I'm good over here with me and my cabin. Buck says 24-14 Browns. Yeah, we're right there. We're right there. Right about there. Bentley, what up? What's going on with you, Bentley, in the house? All right, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10. As Flacco's under center. This is going to be a handoff. Hits that left side. Nobody over there. Plenty of space. Cuts back in. And that will be another Browns first down as Ford gets it going. 1st and 10. Shout out to Lorenzo the Animator coming through with the $10 super chat. Says Brock Purdy should be out of the MVP picture. Josh Allen should be there with the streak he's on. Sure hopes he eliminates the Chiefs. Shout out to Lorenzo. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 super chat donation, my friend. Much, much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, when we get into Purdy and the loss, like I said before, I don't really think that is something that
Brock Parody should be
that should take him out of the conversation.
Josh Allen should
right?
be there with the streak he owns.
And I'll tell you why.
Eliminates the Chiefs.
If you look at Brock Purdy's stats, he's number one in about 4 to 5 different categories. He's got the record. 49ers will be in the playoffs. Obviously, you guys know that Josh Allen's my guy, but at the same time, he doesn't have the record, even though he's put up some great stats. He doesn't have the record, and I think that plays a lot into the MVP factor as far as, who would potentially get it. Could things change in the next couple of weeks? We'll see. But we're also saying that, the 49ers may potentially run into a brick wall as well. And then at that point, we'd have another conversation as far as Purdy. But that's going to be a big catch here and another big first down as Njoku gets it going. And now it's going to be 1st and goal for these Browns. As they get to the 7, another 28-yard pickup. Toivo says, hey, Jay, thanks for streaming the game. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Jason says, Browns moving down the field well so far. They are. This defense definitely needs to pick up. I don't think the zone's working for him. And that almost could have been picked off, but he just wasn't there enough. And Njoku's going to make a big play out of it. So, yeah, 1st and goal at the 7 for these Browns. And they're moving the ball efficiently and effectively. Here we go. Snap is off. Flacco has time. Throws out to the flat. That's going to be caught. Fighting. And that will be a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Big touchdown as Ford gets in. And there you go. Ford will start it off. And the Browns will strike first. Touchdown, Jerome Ford. Tyler says, Jay, who will be the Broncos starting quarterback in week 1, 2024? It's crazy, man. I really could make any kind of, thought as far as what's going on with the Broncos. I mean, if you're choosing to put Stidham in over Russ, then obviously I think the writing's on the wall. And at the end of the day, who do you get? Who do you trade for? Is it possible that you can get somebody out of the draft? I mean, there's so many different questions right now for sure. We just don't know right now. Billy says, Jay, I can only stay for about an hour. Got to work tonight. Shout out to you, man. That's why you got to get those AirPods, yo. Get those AirPods. Bubba says, Purdy's the second-year quarterback with the highest QBR ever recorded in a season. Plus other stats, it's got to be him. Well, and that's why I said, right, I brought up all the stats and everything, but it doesn't have to be him, right? You still got CMC. I think Lamar's making a strong case for it right now. Dak was there, but now he's basically fell a little to the wayside depending on how things go. So, yeah, I mean, I think right now you've got Lamar, you've got CMC, and you've got Brock as far as the conversation. And then depending on what happens in the next couple weeks is really going to determine as far as, who really should get it. I think we'll have a clear look of things as we hit week 18. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Lexus as I do a great scribble, scratch. Okay. Happy New Year to you as well, Bubba Trey. Let's go, man. Ben says 38-20 Browns. 38-20. Wow. Michael says, as Lions fan, I like it when the Browns go off. I feel you some pain. Pat Mahomes is overrated. It's an interesting take. Interesting take for sure. Wait, did I miss out on this? Oh, I missed out on it. Dang, never mind. Is what it is. Richie says the only elite quarterback in the NFL is Mahomes. MVP doesn't have to go to a quarterback. Did you just say the only elite quarterback in the NFL is Mahomes? You all right, Richie? You good? We got to come check on you. I need a wellness check on Richie there. Giovanni says, will you be streaming the Cowboys game on Saturday? Yes, Lions-Cowboys Saturday, my friend. That is automatic. Automatic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 895 viewers as we're on this quick commercial break. We got 190 likes. Our next goal is going to be 500, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We just need 310 more likes, 310 more thumbs up, and we will hit that 500 mark. Let's make it happen. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. Thursday Night Football, your Jets and the Browns. Dream says Tua for MVP, the underdog. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I mean, there's a few people. You know, there's, like I said, there's a few people. But right now, the front runners are going to be Lamar, CMC, and Brock Purdy. It's just the reality of it. But here we go. Here we go. Kick is off. This is going to be a touchback for the Jets. So take it at the 25, 1st and 10. Shout out to Jeff King in the building. What's up, Jeff? Shout out to you, man. I hope you're feeling better. TBE Truggin says Cleveland versus Baltimore AFC Championship game. I mean, I'm not saying it ain't possible, right? I just don't like it. I just don't like it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Jets as Simeon is under center now, and this is going to be a handoff on the first play. Tries to hit that middle and picks up about 3 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard carry by Hall. All right. 49ers versus Dolphins Super Bowl. That's hilarious. Says who's rookie of the year? That's another one. That's interesting, right? I would love to put Shroud in the conversation. Young, Richardson, right? Richardson's out. Who do you choose out of, Shroud and Young at this point? Who else? JSN, who else? Laporta, yeah, Laporta as well, right? It's another one. He's been great. Flowers, right? There's so many. Puka, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who do you choose from all these great guys? There's going to be a flag here as Wilson gets hounded, and this is going to be unnecessary roughness, it looks like. No, it's going to be defensive offsides. It's going to be a decline here, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 49. After the big pickup, Wilson gets 22 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10. We have motion. Snap is off. Handoff. No. Yes, he hits that left side. As Hall, plenty of space, still going. And he'll pick up another big chunk of yardage. And there we go. The Jets moving the ball. Like I said, this thing may be interesting. It may be interesting. Zay Flowers. Yeah, like I said, Flowers, Robinson. There's a lot. There's, about 6 or 7 people that you could probably have up there in the conversation for rookie of the year, and they're actually in the spot, and it's not just being biased or picking favorites for sure. Quick shout out to Kendall Masters for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. As Hall cuts back again, he'll pick up another 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. As we have 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Quick shout out to Mark Zellers as well for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers if you did. Welcome to the channel if I did miss your name. Mark says Ravens versus Lions Super Bowl. That'll be very interesting for sure. 2nd and 5. As this is going to be another handoff, and that Browns defense finally makes a stop. They're like, no, we're not having it. We're not going to let you keep going here, as that's going to be no gain on the run. It'll be 3rd down now. 3rd and 5. Billy says, Jay, did you see who the Bills activated off the IR? Yeah, was it Elam? I think it was Elam. I think that was the update that I got. Shout out to Keisha. Says, hey, Jay, have you heard that they benched Russell? Yes, I did. And it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that they bench Russell. It's sad. It really is. But I get it. NFL, it's all about money and making the right decisions. And it seems like that may be one. This is going to be a big pickup here. And that's a touchdown for the Jets. And that's Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Breece Hall with the big catch and run. and they're going to score as well. And like I said, everybody's expecting this to be a low scoring game. And right off the bat, first quarter, you've got 2 big time touchdowns from Ford and Hall. That's going to be a 21-yard pickup as the Jets will strike as well. Quick shout out to Frederica coming through with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation. Says, what's good, Jay and Wrench Gang? Let's go. What you think about Wilson being benched? I think it's the Broncos doing what they needed to do for their organization in regards to Sean Payton. I don't think it was something that the Browns would have done the Broncos would have done
What's good, JN
if it was just, if it was a different coach in there.
Benched?
I think it's Sean Payton saying, hey, I don't believe that, Russell can get the job done. I'm going to bring somebody else in to potentially prove my point. I'm going to work with them because I may be able to develop them a little better instead of using an older veteran quarterback that may be at the end of his lifespan. And I think that's Sean Payton's decision as far as where he wants to go with the team. And it's unfortunately that Russ, he hasn't had a good couple of years. And, it may be too little too late as far as looking at, his progression and improvements this year. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So score is now 7-7 with 8 minutes and 6 seconds left in this first quarter. Quick timeout, commercial break. Quick shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. 1,100 viewers, 231 likes. Our next goal is going to be 500. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss the stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday football. Commercial break.
I'm floating on the dance floor tonight. Yeah. The feeling in my system feels right. 'Cause I came here to dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away.
Shout out to Ruben, says Jets by 10. All right. Roger Seller says, as a Lions fan, I really hope not the Rams. Erica says, Jay, who's winning the Super Bowl? Oof. Erica, that's a good question. It's a good question. Obviously, my prediction has been Bills 49ers is what I would like to see. And then at that point, I would want the Bills to win. Once we get down to that point, though, it's going to be very, very difficult to really break things down because you got two solid teams that could win in multiple different ways. Same thing with the Ravens, right? If it's Ravens and 49ers or Ravens, Lions, Bills, Lions, however you look at it, when it comes down to it, we're probably not going to be to make that decision for a few weeks for sure. But here we go. First and 10 says, what other quarterback is elite, my guy? Well, there's multiple quarterbacks are elite. Let's, what? After this quick play here, Aziz, it's almost picked off by Adams there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's break down what elite means, right? Does elite just mean that these quarterbacks are in their own category and we don't consider them to be within the top realm of the top 5 quarterbacks? Like they sit at the top of the mountain. Like, are we Nick and we have a a mountain for one specific quarterback and everyone's measuring up to them? Or are we talking about a list of top 10 quarterbacks and then we could go down that list and talk about who's, the best and who's better of them? Because when you say elite, you got to make it make sense because there are multiple elite quarterbacks in this league. But here we go. This is going to be a big run on the right side, breaking tackles. That's going to be Ford picking up a big gain here. And that's going to be another 1st and 10 for these Browns. All right. Rab says, how will the Lions do versus the Ravens? I think I definitely think that the Lions would have a solid offense. The real question is whether or not their defense could step up, for sure. Frank says elite equals whoever's in the top 5. That's what I'm saying. So when we're like he said Mahomes is the only elite quarterback in the league. That was his statement about 15 minutes ago. He said Mahomes is the only elite quarterback in the league, as if there is no other elite quarterbacks in the league. Shout out to Ethan, says, greetings, Jay. Hopefully these Jets win so that it'll help Pittsburgh, as I'm glad they came off an early Christmas victory. Shout out to you, man. We'll see. We'll see. If Mahomes is elite, then Gardner Minshew is elite. Not Gardner getting caught in the crossfire. Here we go. 1st and 10 is Flacco under center. Snap is off, and this is going to be a fake. Flacco goes down, loses the ball, gets it back. That could have been a tragedy, but he gets it back, and he slips up and picks up the ball. So it's going to take off about 4 or 5 yards. And it looks like, he slipped on the field there. And then maybe 2nd and 15. No, 2nd and 18. 2nd and 18 here after he slipped up. So here we go. 6 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock and rolling. 2nd and 18 as Flacco takes a snap here. Pressure comes. Quick throw to Njoku. Tries to get some space, and he'll get some yards back here to be 3rd and long. Joe Duke says it's not easy being green. Bentley says, Jay, how do you feel about the Bills signing Russell Wilson if they cut him in the offseason? If that were to happen, it might even make sense if they did, but they're not going to pay Russell Wilson the money he wants. They're not going to do it. Here we go. 3rd and 12. Quick toss to Njoku. Another big gain here as nobody's on that right side, and he's still going. Another big 1st down as Njoku was balling today, ladies and gentlemen. Getting it going. Another big pickup, 1st down for these Browns. Says let Wilson leave. Yeah, I think he needs to retire. I do. I think he needs to retire, to be honest. Jay Wilson and Mahomes have near the same stats this year, so who's elite? Well, I think he's talking about it in overall overall point of view, right? When you want to get into the conversation as far as like Super Bowls and stats and all that kind of stuff. That's where it gets a little tricky as far as, who you want to start talking about when it comes to, elite. But here we go. This is going to be Kareem Hunt, runs up the middle, gets the touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. There it is. You've got these Browns running all over the place, and Kareem Hunt gets involved this time. So now you got the Ford touchdown, you got the Hunt touchdown, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to see a high-scoring affair for sure. Gene says, I would like to see Russell in the black and gold, but Pittsburgh ain't paying that much money. Yeah, it's just, they're going to miss the extra point. So they missed the extra point. It's 13-7. Extra point is no good. Kelsey slamming his helmet was hilarious. Yeah, there's been a lot of helmet slamming in Kansas City. That's the new thing this season. Slamming helmets in Kansas City. Without a doubt. Shout out to Richie. Coolidge says yes. Joe Lotto says Wilson never played the same since getting married, thinking he's got other things on the mind. I mean, you could say the same thing for Travis Kelce, right? He wants to go off and start a family. I think he's done with football. He's like, you know what? I got Taylor. I don't need to play anymore. I don't need to play Chiefs football. I've got Taylor. I just want to go to concerts and, she'll have my child and that'll be the end of it. I think I'm done. I'm not saying that's what he's saying. I'm just saying that's how it looks on the field right now. That's all I'm saying. Right? When I see Kelsey out there running around and not catching anything, I'm like, well, or when he does catch something, he then drops it, or, I just don't see that same hunger, that same drive. It's kind of interesting. It's weird. Jeff says the man is going to get paid $39 million for sitting home next year. Forgive me, but my sympathy level doesn't run that high for him. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's just the reality of it, right? He's getting $40 million, basically $40 million, for nothing. And the Broncos are trying to make sure that they do some risk management. And, if they want to move on from him, then hey, $85 million in dead cap space. Who wants to be in that kind of situation as a franchise? Jacob says, Jay, I'm going to see Giannis and Dame in person. Let's go, man. Make sure you take some pictures, try to get some autographs for sure. Coolidge says Wilson used to be one of the lowest paid quarterbacks in the NFL on the Seahawks. Lorenzo says Antonio Pierce's Raiders own Arrowhead. Listen, as of right now, they currently do. As of right now, they currently do. That is a fact. Kelsey's overrated. I don't know if I couldn't say. I'm not gonna say he's overrated. I just think that his head's not in the game, and right now the Chiefs look weak and vulnerable for sure, like a first round exit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this first quarter. The score is currently 13-7 after the Browns score, but missed the extra point. And we'll get to see what these Jets can do on this following possession. Shout out to you guys, 1,260 viewers, 270 likes. We're still trying to get to that 500, ladies and gentlemen, as we have the kickoff here. Jets will get back to the 15. Ball comes out, and this is going to be Browns ball. Oh, my goodness. He fumbled the kick return, and Browns will have the ball near the goal line. Just when you think you had a shot at coming down the field and potentially taking a 1-point lead, this happens. And now the Browns will have the ball after it is fumbled on the return. Nice strip. Nice strip. And the Browns will take it. And there you go. There you go. Very unfortunate break for the Jets. But the Browns will take it now, and we'll see what they do here. Bo says, when Tyreek was with Kelsey, he was a threat. Now it's literally just Kelsey that can catch, and they double, triple team him every game. What does that say about everybody else? Here we go. As Flacco throws, and this is going to be caught, pickup of about 7 yards, but there's going to be a flag. There will be a flag, and we'll have to see who this is on. Michael says Flacco still got it. He does. He does. He's putting that ball in places that he hadn't in years. And some of these young guys aren't playing at the level he's playing right now. And it's kind of crazy because we know that Flacco's way past his prime and he's back in now ready to ball. It's crazy. Shout out to you, Teresa. You already know. You already know. Huxley says, what is your favorite NFL team? Bills Mafia, my friend. More dirty laundry, yeah. So here we go. Here we go. These Browns who get the fumble on the kickoff return, they're now in position to strike again. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Play fake. Flacco looks around, throws end zone, hits that edge. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Browns. Joe says it's pathetic that nobody else wanted Flacco. You know, everybody looks at the next shiny thing. That's how it goes, right? From the rookies to the elites that are currently in the league, you've got all these teams that have all these crazy injuries, right? Just imagine. And like, I get the Browns are a solid choice, but just imagine if the Vikings would have picked up Flacco instead of Dobbs. What would have happened there? Could you imagine Flacco with the talent on the Vikings? Right? Not saying that the Browns are untalented because they are, but just imagine Flacco on the Vikings and where they'd be right now. Wherever Flacco went, he was going to be a gem, and he was just a diamond in the rough that was waiting. It's crazy. This is going to be a quick handoff here as Hunt goes nowhere. That'll be a loss of 2 yards, and now it's going to be 4th and 4, and this will force the Browns to go ahead and kick a field goal here. We'll see what they do as they still have the offense on the field. So what are you doing here? What are you doing? 4th and 4. They take the snap. Pressure comes. Quick throw. End zone. Incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs. I don't get that, coach. You missed the extra point. It's 4th and 4. Take the field goal. What are you doing? You literally just did not capitalize on that fumble at all. It was a wasted possession. Okay. That's kind of weird, but all right. So it'll be turnover on downs, and basically the Jets will have it just like they should have. All right. Yeah, that was weird. It's so weird. Bentley says, Jay, when I hear Kansas City Chiefs, all I think is the crybabies. Right now, it's really unfortunate. Frank says, agree, Jay. You got to take the 3. Right? You guys know I'm all for being aggressive, but listen, you missed the extra point. You got to be smart now and take the point. Take the 3. Like, it's just reality not to go up when you have the chance, because now if the Jets do come down and score, they kick the extra point, they're now winning by a point. So we got to make it make sense. Rab says, worst call ever. Kingslayer says, the hell was the coach thinking? Michael says, what happened? Went for it and blew it. Yeah, 4th and 4. They went for the end zone and it was incomplete. In the meantime, shout out to you guys. 1,360 viewers, 290 likes. We're trying to get to that 500, ladies and gentlemen. We need 210 more likes, 210 more thumbs up to get to that 500 mark. I know you guys can do it. You've done it before. You've done it plenty of times before. So let's make it happen tonight. We need 210 more likes, 210 more thumbs up to get to that 500. Let's make it happen. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, and of course, all the way through the playoffs, championships, and the Super Bowl. Make sure you guys lock it in so you don't miss out. Bentley says, Jay, do you have any tips for me in high school quarterback? And I'm trying to get some tips and tricks. Oof. Here's the big thing, right? I don't know what your coach has for you as far as his game plan. So if I was to tell you something right now, it could go completely against what he means for you. But what I will say this, I'll give you some simple fundamentals. Try to basically spend more time reading defenses. Try to spend more time understanding how much time you have in the pocket and when you need to move and when you need to, go through your reads and your progressions. Obviously that should be basic knowledge, but for some people it's not. For some people, they don't even apply basic knowledge, but I would start there, focus on those fundamentals. And then at that point, perfect those. And then whatever else, your coach is going to have you doing, that hopefully should tie into that and make you a better quarterback. So here we go. Second down, ladies and gentlemen, second down for these Browns. It'll be for these Jets, 2nd and 1 as the Jets get the ball back. It's been such a crazy game. Simeon takes the snap. Pressure comes. He's going to step up here and just run on his own and pick up the first down as he gets 3 yards. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Shout out to Adam. Says, hey, buddy, that like tap is for the good coverage you provide. Very entertaining. Keep up the casting. Shout out to you, Adam. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Much, much appreciated. 4 Legends, what up, man? What's going on with you? Tate says, Flacco has the same number of Super Bowl wins as Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers combined Super Bowl victories. Very interesting, right? Crazy how that works. Here we go. 1st and 10. Quick throw on a slant. It's going to be picked off, and that is going to be Browns ball. They get it back. Plenty of space. This may be a pick 6, and it is. Pick six. Browns take it in, ladies and gentlemen. No flags on the field. Oh my goodness. This is just looking absolutely insane right now. It's absolutely insane right now. Quick shout out to Heath Housework for the $10 donation. Shout out to you, Heath Housework. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the $10 donation. That is much, much appreciated. So yeah, that's going to be picked off by Hickman. He'll run it in, score the touchdown for the Browns, and increase their lead to 19-7, ladies and gentlemen, 19-7 with 2 minutes and 1 second left in this first quarter. And this time they do hit the extra point. Score is now 20-7. 20-7. Captain says, well, in today's football, they just pick the best athlete and try to teach him to throw when he gets to the NFL. That's why we see all the inconsistent quarterback play. Exactly. Jeff King says, can someone please troll? I have missed seeing Purple putting her foot up someone's butt. Hashtag Purple don't play. Hashtag Purple don't play. So yeah, pick six for the Browns. And they capitalize on that one as it's now 20-7. 2 minutes left in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Corey says, nice. I got the Browns defense for my fantasy championship. Let's go. Shout out to Christopher Jones coming through with the $2 super chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Shout out to you, Christopher. Thank you for the $2 donation. Much, much appreciated. Randy says, love the broadcast, bro. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for being here, man. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to everybody who newly joined or is rocking with us tonight. We do this every Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Make sure you guys lock it in. We get into some NBA, college as well. We mix it up with the sports. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Kickoff back to these Jets, and they'll get to about the 39 on the kickoff. And hopefully Simeon and company can come out here and redeem themselves and put up a score, make it a one-score game, keep this thing close if they want to have a chance at it. And here we go. G550 says, I wonder, does Russell Wilson land in Las Vegas as a Raider? Colorado not too far from Vegas, right? I like Aiden. I like what he's doing right now. I don't think Russell goes to the Raiders. Plus, I'll tell you this, Pierce as a coach, he's not going to be able to gel with Russell. Russell's a softer quarterback, right? That's why Sean's having the trouble that he's having. Russell's a softer quarterback. So, you got to be a little bit more, delicate with him. Because he's more on the softer side. So I just don't see him, working with a quarterback like Pierce with the Raiders. There's going to be a flag here. It's going to be in the defense as they jump the line, and it's going to be 1st and 5, and that'll push the Jets to the 43. Coolidge says the Jets need to run more. They just can't pass with their O-line and quarterback. Luxa says, I'm calling Vegas, put a stop to all the scoring so I can win my prediction. All right, here we go. Shout out to Eric. This is who you got winning. I got the Browns. That was my prediction. Browns by 7. But here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Simeon rolls out. Quick throw. It's going to be caught. Makes a nice move. And they'll pick up the first down as Gibson gets it going. But there's going to be a flag down here. And we'll see. This may be some holding. Captain says, be careful calling Wilson soft. Sierra may come to your house and try to fight you. I am not worried about Sierra, my friend. That's going to be an illegal formation on the Jets. So that'll push him back 5 yards. Shout out to Immortal. Says, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Alfonso says, Stefanski's trust in the defense is rewarded. He was tipped off of a tendency of the Jets offense. As Simeon tries to hit this left side, and it's going to be a loss here of a yard. This is really, really tough for this Jets defense or Jets offense right now. It's not looking good. As it's Wilson who gets that direct snap, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 37. Shout out to Miss Pittsburgh. What's going on with you? Billy says, Jay, thank you for the advice. I got promoted to starter from backup, and I didn't get playing time for our starter isn't coming back next year. Shout out to you, man. Capitalize on that. Don't waste it. Don't squander it. This is your moment, my friend. This is your moment. That's going to be a pass incomplete. It'll now be 3rd and 11. Try to get it over to Yeboah. And it'll be 3rd and 11 at the 37. Simeon may not be the answer, ladies and gentlemen. He may not be the guy. I thought he was going to come in here and show us something different. And in this first quarter, he has shown us absolutely nothing. But it's 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. We'll see what they do here. 10 seconds on the play clock, 55 seconds on the game clock, and there's going to be a flag. For what? Too many men on the field? What? Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Jets, too many men on the field. What are you doing? Did they not prepare for this game? Does Salah need to go back and figure out the game plan? Is that what it is? Too many men on the field, and it's going to be 3rd and 16 now for the Jets. So here we go. As Simeon's directing traffic. 10 seconds on the play clock. He's back in the shotgun. Snap is off. 4-man rush. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. Makes some space. Hits that left side. Hall's still going, but he's going to be short. He's going to be short about 6 yards. So he picks up about 10. It's not going to be enough. And these Jets will go ahead and punt back to the Browns. Jason says, what is happening? It's bad, man. It's bad. I expected better, but unfortunately it's bad. Bass player in the house is Go Browns. Sub Jay. What's going on with you? Breece Hall is pretty good. Yeah, Breece Hall is great. He can run. He's shifty. He's strong. I like him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a better situation at quarterback, and his talent was wasted this year. But here we go. Kick is going to be off, and this will think that went to the end zone. Yeah, it's going to be a touchback. So they'll take it out to 20, 1st and 10. There it is. Captain says, wow, we're still in the first quarter. Yeah, this game has been pretty long. And considering the score, that over-under is going to be demolished. Like I told you guys, whenever we have these games and we think something's going to happen, it normally never does. It's the complete opposite. Oh, it's going to be an under game. Both defenses are going to step up. All right. Already 27 points scored in the first quarter. So there you go. There you go. DJ James says, wow, I at least wanted a close game. Billy says, well, Jay, I got to go to work. If I watch a little after halftime, peace out. Shout out to you, man. Be safe out there. Ming says, sorry I'm late. I was looked at the Lions and Cowboys game, and I forgot it is on Saturday. Yeah, man. Rodgers is hot right now. He's upset for sure. He is upset for sure. Shout out to Dutch. What up? What's going on with you? Coolest is at this point, the Browns will break all-time points record, I think. If they can keep it going. If they can keep it going. Quick shout out to Eli Maxey coming through with the $5 Super Trucks. Has got you playing in the taco truck. Thoughts on this year's Hall of Fame finalist? Shout out to Eli Maxey. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Truck.
Much appreciated.
This year's Hall of Fame finalists.
Without breaking down each and every one of them, I liked it. I did like it. I took a quick glance at it. I said, you know what? Everyone that's a finalist this year is, someone that I think most of us spent a good time watching and enjoying them play on the field. There wasn't really a name on there that I didn't know, or there wasn't a name on there that I sat and I was like, well, who the hell is that? And no, I think it's good. I think it's good. I like it. And I think they all deserve it for sure. For sure. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Hope you're successful out there in the taco truck, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. Chloe says, hey, now Browns could pull what they did last game and just say we won't play and let the Jets score 22 like the Houston Shrouds. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Browns are looking to make some history here tonight for sure. Quick shout out to you guys. 1,485 viewers, 350 likes. We need 150 more to get to that 500, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We just need 150 of you to get us to that 500 mark. I do thank you for the love. I do thank you for the support. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. Zion says Lamar MVP. I'm not mad at it. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not mad at it for sure. Gene says Jets better thank God that Cooper ain't playing. It's looking a bit nasty. Yeah, I love tacos as well, Base Player. They said the taco truck. I'm like, man, I had chicken earlier, but tacos does sound good. Here we go. 1st and 10, as this is going to be a handoff on the right side. Picks up about 4 yards as Ford gets it going. And that's going to lead to 2nd and about 6. 2nd and 6. Text 113 says, I now need a taco. Right? As soon as you hear tacos, it's like, I need a taco in my life. I need a taco. I'm going to get some tacos later, though, so it's all good. Dutch says, are you streaming any of the bowl games? Yeah, on the 1st, we're doing the bowl games, and then we're going to do the championship, the national championship. Here we go. 2nd and 6, 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Little toss to the left side now and makes a quick move. Nice hesitation and picks up another first down, about 10 on the run as Ford gets it going again. And the Jets defense is having a tough time stopping the run tonight as Ford's been moving this ball. They'll get to the Browns 35. It'll be 1st and 10 with 14 minutes left on this clock in the second quarter. All right. Just need to draft my boy JJ McCarthy. Interesting. You can never have too many pieces on the chessboard, but I think there's a lot of ego on this Jets defense for sure. Here we go. As the Jets they jump, and that's going to lead to a flag. So give the Browns 5 yards, 1st and 5. Jason says CMC or Lamar Jackson for MVP. I feel like it's so easy to say CMC just because of, the work ethic that he has and what he's brought to the 49ers franchise and just, the overall his ability to be a Swiss Army knife, all that goes into it. And then on the flip side, Lamar Jackson, he's been running his tail off. He's been throwing the ball. He's been doing what he needs to go out there and win. He's really been showing up in the big games. And that's why I said it's really hard. It's really difficult, as this is going to be a catch by Njoku, but he drops the ball. That's going to be a fumble, and Jets will recover. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Emotional damage.
Oh, that ball was punched out. Good Jets defense as they get it, punch it out. It was picked up and then dropped again by the Jets, but then they recover it. But good defense. So the Jets will now get it back at their 35, 1st and 10. Quick shout out to Leroy Holmes for joining the family. Shout out to you, Leroy. Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining the family, my friend. Welcome to the family. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. Here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a handoff to the left side. And it's going to be pick up of about 2 yards on the run as Hall gets it going. So, yeah, we were supposed to have – I was waiting on some stuff to come in the mail. It's finally came. I'm having an exclusive giveaway for members of the family. This was going to be one of my Christmas gifts to you guys, but it came in a little late. But, yeah, we're going to be doing an exclusive giveaway for members of the family. So shout out to you guys for being loyal, rocking with the channel. And it's going to be something fun. I'm sure you guys will love it. But, yeah, we'll have that for you guys soon. I'm hoping we'll have a plan for it on Sunday. When we got some good football going. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 here now for these Jets, as that last pass is going to be incomplete. 12 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock left in this second quarter. Shout out to Josh Morris at CMC all day. He has shown up in every game he's ever played in, Carolina's Day included. CMC's the man, for real. Des says your Thursday stream are perfect, Jay, and I hope you do New Year's video. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. without a doubt. Quick shout out to, is that Joyzy Miller for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. 3rd and 8. Quick throw out to the flat. This is going to be caught. Has a blocker, but can't get around Newsome. That's a good stop. Good defense. Browns are fired up as can't get around Newsome, brings him down. And this will lead to another Jets punt, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a catch. They only showed it one time, so I couldn't see it from a different angle. But if Salah thought it was, he probably should have threw the flag for sure. Shout out to Lexus as all the ball came out before he was on the ground. Jamie says emotional. Kick is off, and the Browns will get it back on the punt. Michael says Denver won 5 games. Well, you know. 5 times says they can't get past his closing speed tonight. I do think one of the biggest things as far as what the Browns are able to do on offense is really, really work the run, get Njoku going. He's picking up big gains. It's not like, 4 or 5 yards. It's 15, 20 yards. And, if you're just going to let that man do that, then you're going to run into some problems all night for sure. Quick shout out to Eli Maxey coming through with another $5 super chat. Says just got voted top 10 in Atlanta. Jay has free tacos whenever he comes down. Shout out to Eli. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. What's the name, Eli? If you're top 10 in Atlanta, we got to give you a shout out, man. We gotta give you a shout out. What's the name? We'll give you a shout out. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I kind of stay away from Atlanta, but if your tacos is that good, if I'm making a trip down south, I may just beeline to Atlanta, come to your taco spot, and then get the hell out of there. But I'll come and support you, my friend. So let me know. Let me know. I don't really rock with Atlanta like that, but I'll come and support you and then take off. Shout out to you, man. Rap says, what happens if the Ravens lose the next 2? Whole Browns win all 3 and they tie. I'm sure there's going to be a tiebreaker some way, somehow in there for sure. For sure. Joyce says, who do you think is going first in the AFC? I hope the Dolphins. I think it stays where it is. I think the Ravens stay first. I think the road to the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl leads through Baltimore.
Top 10 in Atlanta.
That's what I think.
Has free tacos whenever he comes down.
So yeah. Dutch says low 50 degrees this weekend over where I live. Hopefully these games will start to get some excitement. And we'll see. Quick shout out to Justin Kaufman for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. 5 times says no, Jay, it's a trap. Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Says Hotel Claremont rooftop food truck. Also have a super famous strip club downstairs. Interesting. Hotel Claremont. I ain't going to the strip club, but I'll definitely go to the food truck, man. Rooftop food truck. Let me actually write that down or save it here. Hold on. Rooftop food truck. Let me save it. All right. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I saved it to my notes here. Yeah, I ain't gonna rock. I'm not rocking with the strip club, but I'll definitely check out the food truck, my man. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 as Flacco throws short. This is going to be caught, and that'll be a pick of about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 here as we're in the second quarter, 11 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Weiss is my favorite show, man. Love and support from Australia. You're doing an excellent job. Shout out to you, Weiss. Much love, man. Thank you, guys. Shout out to all the international watchers. No matter where you are in the world, we're everywhere. Shout out to you guys for being here with us tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Dutch says, is Buffalo game still happening? Of course. Patriots Bills. That'll be Sunday at 1, and I will be streaming it. You guys know that. Quick play out to the flat. This is going to be caught, but they'll go nowhere. It looks like a pickup of 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd and about 3. It looks like 3rd and 3. You guys are hilarious. Chloe says, whoever was asking, in the event of the Browns winning out and Ravens losing out, the Browns win the conference record tiebreaker. Okay. Yeah, I figured there was going to be some kind of tiebreaker that would happen due to some kind of stat specifically. So good to know if the Browns do get that, they'll win the tiebreaker. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Pressure comes. Quick throw, and this will be almost picked off. No, he bobbled it, and then it was caught. What a play by the Browns. Are you kidding me? It's very rare where you have a situation where the ball's almost picked off, the defensive man basically bobbles it, and it gets caught by the wide receiver. Moore makes a good play, and we'll pick up the first down. Good job. 24 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 now at the Jets 48. Great play. Great play. Mink says how the Jets got 7 points, how the Browns got 20 points. Scoring, my friend. Scoring, without a doubt. 1st and 10. As this is going to be a delayed handoff. Nice. And no, it's going to be a fake the play action throw. And this may be a touchdown. Or are they going to say he's down by contact? They're going to say he's down by contact. 1st and 10. What a play fake by Flacco. Making it look easy. Oh, nice switch of the hands. Little illusion there. Flacco is out here looking magical tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing to watch, as that's going to be 28 yards to Akins, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Wow. We're getting a show tonight. We are getting a show tonight out of Flacco. This is absolutely stunning. 1st and 10, this is going to be a handoff to the left side and pick up of about 4 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 6. Shout out to Peter. What up, man? What's going on with you? Jonas in the building says, don't see the Ravens losing after they destroyed the 49ers. Let's go. Shout out to you, Jonas. Jonas in the building. Miss Pittsburgh says, this is a really good game. We're getting a show tonight. We are getting a show tonight for sure. And this definitely is eye-opening, because I'm starting to really, really understand how special Flacco is and how well he's blended in with this offensive team and in the Browns right now. It's really amazing. Quick throw, and this is going to be caught. This will be for about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and maybe inches here coming up. Steven says, let's go get tacos. Let's go, man. Just Me says, so weird that as a Steelers fan, we need the Browns to win this and beat the Ravens. Jacob says, Jay, happy early New Year's. My favorite thing about 2023 was graduating from high school. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations. I think you said that before, but we're going to congratulate you again, my friend. Congratulations for graduating. And that is a good thing that you did. Never let anybody tell you that it isn't. Shout out to you, man. Joe's on track for like 400 plus yards. The man is looking great out here. He's looking great. Little sneak on the run. He'll pick up 3 yards, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 8. This is absolutely amazing, because I think a lot of people, including myself, had this idea that, all right, we know he's doing good. Can he keep it up? Can these Browns keep going? And we're seeing the consistency. We're seeing him play through, the strong defenses. We're seeing him make smart plays. And at the end of the day, you can't really ask for much more out of a man who was just on his couch and past his prime. It's crazy. It's crazy. But here we go. 2nd and goal after the incomplete pass. 7 minutes on the clock left in the second quarter as these Browns are dialing up. Johnny says Jets are 3rd in defense. It looks like that's what's going down. It's going down a few pegs. Most likely. 2nd and goal. Here we go. As Flacco's directing traffic. This is going to be a handoff and bumps into the lineman there. And that's going to be, looks like no gain on the run. 3rd and goal. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in this second quarter. Flacco is the Super Bowl MVP. Bad play call on the run. Yeah. I don't think it was a bad play call. I think he just didn't go the way he should have went. Jacob says, Jay, if this game is a blowout going into the 4th quarter, I'm watching Golden State versus the Heat. Shout out to you, man. Uh, Sean says chat sports is trash, Jay. Listen, we don't get into the competition. We just know what we're doing over here, my friend. As Flacco rolls out, throws, and this is going to be caught. That's another touchdown as Moore gets it. Oh my goodness. Listen, this man he's getting everybody involved. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Everybody is getting a touchdown for these Browns, and this is just looking absolutely insane right now. 8-yard pass to Moore. That's going to be caught in the end zone on the left side for a touchdown. The score will now go up 27-7, pinning the extra point. And it has been absolutely amazing just looking at what these Browns can do with their solid offense, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, 27-7. 20-point lead for these Browns. And yeah, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted right now by what I'm seeing from Flacco. I may have to go and actually pick up a Flacco jersey or Flacco Browns jersey and do a giveaway for the Browns fans, because this man is definitely killing it right now, and I do think that the Browns fans would appreciate that. So yeah, we actually may make that happen heading into the playoffs. Bill says, hello, Jay. Do you like hockey? I do. I like hockey. I said I was going to start calling it. People were like, no, Jay, don't do it. It's super fast. And I'm like, well, I do basketball. Basketball is pretty fast, but they're like hockey is like really, really fast. So I said, all right, I'll probably try to do it maybe when we get into like the playoffs and Stanley Cup, things like that, and I'll give it a shot. But yeah, I like hockey. I like all sports except for stuff like pickleball, and not a big fan of golf and stuff like that. But yeah, we're definitely going to get into baseball next year. That's going to be huge. Obviously the basketball, we get into that. That's normal. And the college, we do that, the March Madness, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we mix it up, but I'm definitely going to start getting into the baseball a little bit more. Really primarily because I like, where baseball's headed. I do think things are going to shake up as far as with the Dodgers as well. People hate it. I get it. But my Yankees, hopefully they can come back this next season and do something. So yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up the baseball stuff, and we'll get into that as well. All right. Disc golf for the What's Jay streaming tonight? We're going to stream some shot putting tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You guys wanted me to do FIFA as well. I mean, we probably can do some FIFA too, right? I know that was like a big thing. You're like, Jay, you got to do FIFA. And I'm like, really? Do I got to do FIFA? And they're like, yes, you have to do it. So I'm like, all right, we'll get it going in the next one, I guess. And try to get some World Cup going too. Trying to diversify the portfolio, if you will. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, 427 likes. We need 73 more. 73 more likes. 73 more thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We just need 73 of you to help us hit that 500 mark. If you have not, make sure you hit that like. It is much, much appreciated. And here we go. After the touchdown, the Browns will send it back to the Jets with 6 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Shout out to Shelby. What's going on with you, Shelby? Says, oh my goodness, Merry Christmas and wonderful intro into 2024. May all safely enjoy the holidays. Shout out to you, Shelby. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a great New Year's as well. Safe and happy New Year to you and yours. And I wish you guys the best. Flacco is absolutely looking amazing tonight. He's having a great season, even though he did come in late. I would have loved to see where he would be if he came in at the beginning of the season. I really do. Because this run is definitely one for the books and historical. But here we go. Jets have it now, and that is going to be a sack as Simeon goes down. Simeon goes down as Garrett should be credited with that sack, and it's not looking good. It is not looking good. As that's a loss of 7 yards as Garrett brings him down. It'll be 2nd and 17 at the 18 now. Jason says, so much for the over-under. It's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be gone at the half for sure. Is Flacco better than Deshaun Watson? You know, I think when we get into that conversation, we're breaking down different scenarios as far as, different categories. Arm strength, obviously, I'm probably giving that to Flacco. Athleticism, I'd probably give that to Deshaun, right? Pass on the run, I'll probably give that to Deshaun. The ability to read defenses, I'm giving that to Flacco, right? It's more of an IQ game when you compare the two quarterbacks when you're talking about, well, who's better between Flacco and Deshaun. So, yeah. Here we go, 3rd and 17. Snap is off, quick throw on the slant. That's going to be caught, plenty of space. And they'll pick up about 15, but they're still going to be short. It'll be 4th and 2. And Salah's going to have to do something here. I mean, you're going to have to do something. You can't keep punting the ball back, and this lead just keeps, getting, worse and worse. And you're not making any adjustments. You're not making any changes. Do something. It's 4th and 2. You're at the 33. You're down 20 points. What's the worst that can happen, Robert? That's how you got to talk to him. What's the worst that can happen, Robert? Do something. This is crazy. David Clark says, anybody notice Peyton Manning doing a Bud Light commercial? Yeah. I did not see that, my friend. I did not see that. Not at all. Not at all. Mark says, it's Salah. It's Salah. Savage should have been OT, but still 2 tough teams coming up. Can't keep punting the ball back. Just say, hold my beer, right? Just keep punting back. You know what? It's 40-7. We're gonna punt again. At what point do you say, all right, forget the punt. Let's go ahead and just go for it. It's 4th and 4. It's 4th and 3. Let's pick up the first down. So not only does that say you don't trust your quarterback, but that lets us know that you might just need to put somebody else in there. It's just the reality of it. It says, leave Peyton alone with the Karen voice. Jason says, anyone see that touchdown with Amon St. Brown? Of course. Shout out to you, Michael. Does Lamar have MVP competition now? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's in the conversation. That's a fact. Not even halftime yet. That's a fact. They are waiting for the defense to get a pick 6 or return a fumble. Well, how long are you going to wait for that? Because if you're relying on your defense, it's going to be a long night. Quick shout out to Courtney Reeves coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Courtney. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $5 donation. Much, much appreciated. Let's go. Wrench Gang in the house showing up. Showing up. What are we at? 1,508 viewers. 479, 480 likes. We need 20 more, ladies and gentlemen. 20 more likes, 20 more thumbs up to get to that 500 mark. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. We need 20 more. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday. Shout out to Jeff King, says, I know Peyton got paid, so he's a smart man. Hey, some people will say, hey, I don't think that some people will say, I don't think that they should do this commercial. They've already got money. It's going to discredit their character. And then on the flip side, you got people who are saying, well, listen, at the end of the day, that man's getting paid. I don't think he's worried about how you feel about his character. And that's just the reality of it. But here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a quick throw to the left side. Pickup of about 8 yards. And that's going to lead to 2nd and 1 here for these Browns with 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Shout out to Eric, says, Jay, my New Year's is me getting all the 1990 Bills players' jerseys. Okay. Yeah, like all of them? Or you mean like the starters? Because that'd be kind of crazy if you get all of them. But if you pick up like all the starters, that'd be pretty cool, man. For sure. And if you can get them all signed, that'd be crazy. Second and 1, it's going to be a run here for about 5 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Quick shout out to Immortal coming through with the $10 donation. Shout out to Immortal. Thank you for the $10 donation. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Oh man, listen, we'll get into that, Immortal. I'll send you a message, man. It's a story behind that. It's a story behind that for sure. But I'll let you know why. Here we go. 1st and 10. As Flacco's back in the shotgun play. No, this is going to be a handoff up the middle as Hunt tries to get it going, and he'll pick up 5 yards. There's going to be a flag. There is going to be a flag. And shout out to you guys for getting us to that 500 likes. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Shout out to you guys. Since Peyton knows who he is as an individual, I don't think he cares how anyone perceives him. His reputation is impeccable. Yeah, I don't think Peyton's too worried about it. But that's going to be a flag on the Jets here as they try to rip Hunt's face off. It's going to be a face mask on Williams. Williams, what are you doing, man? You trying to hurt the man? What's going on now? Calm down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 50 for the Browns with 3 minutes and some change left here in the second quarter. It is not looking good for these Jets. Quick shout out to Tattered Sandwich for the $2 super chat. Says Joe Cool, aka what? Yo, I do thank you for the support, but I'm not saying that. Yo. Oh man, Joe Cool, Mr. Burrow. Let's see what he does next year. Rap, New York, my friend. New York, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 50 here. And we'll see what these Browns can do. As we have 2:18 on the clock and rolling. We have motion. Flacco back in the shotgun. Snap is off. Play fake. Has time. Throws high. Incomplete. It's going to be picked off. That's a pick 6. That was a bad decision, Flacco. That was a bad decision. He tried to pump it. He tried to fake it. Defense didn't go for it. Tipped the ball. Picked it off. Touchdown. Jets. Not a good decision. As Johnson just put his hands up, batted it down, picked it off, and ran it in for a touchdown. Flacco, you got to take the sack on that one, my friend. I know you're trying to play perfect football, but you got to take a sack. You got to take a sack on that one because you definitely cost your team some points on that one, and that's exactly what the Jets need as far as a little spark. If the defense could get something going, that's what they needed. Johnny says, "This slow thinking got him there." No, I think him doing too much. It was definitely him doing too much, and trying to force it instead of either throwing it down at Njoku's feet or just taking the sack. I mean, at that point, you just got to make a decision, and right there, he didn't make the right one. Quick shout out to Shelby coming through with the $2 super chat, showing the love. Shout out to you, Shelby. Thank you for the $2 donation. Much appreciated. I do thank you for the support. TJ Hanley, what up, man? TJ Hanley in the house. Happy holidays to you and yours. Mark says, so much for another Broncos or Browns score there. Yeah. So, things are a little interesting now. If the Jets can figure out this offense, this game probably really would be, 21-27 right now. But as far as, with their own issues as far as offense, that's why it's a 2-score game. But if this defense can keep doing what they're doing, who knows? Who knows how this thing could end up for sure. All right. Justin says, do you associate with the Bills Mafia? I do, my friend. I am a member. Joseph says, currently watching you in the OU game versus Arizona. How's that going, Joseph? Shout out to you, man. Richie says Browns offense gives up more points than their defense. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock. Snap is off. This will be a handoff. Hits the left side. Picks up maybe about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Michael says, fake comments. What is he talking about? It's kind of weird. Shout out to you, Justin. Pass to Conklin and Brees a little more. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I would get them going on the screen. Let them figure it out. They're very good at breaking tackles and stuff. So I would definitely go there. But the real problem is Simeon's getting pressured, and the offensive line has not been able to protect him long enough. And that's a true issue right now. So yeah. Timeout, commercial break. 2nd and 7 for the Browns. Scores 27-14. They're at the 28, and we're at the 2-minute warning. Timo says, do you respect Joe Burrow? Do you respect Joe Burrow? It went from do you respect the Patriots to do you respect Joe Burrow? This year I don't. I don't respect Joe Burrow this year. You know why? Because he got paid all that money and came out with a flat tire. So no, I don't respect him this year. Maybe next year. We'll see. Coolidge says Joe Burrow-ish. Right? He wasn't even looking Joe Burrow-ish this year. He was looking like Joe not so cool. All right, so as we get to the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 7. Flacco directing traffic, minute 58 on the clock, 14 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off, pressure comes. Flacco throws deep. That's going to be caught. High catch. And they'll get to about the 20 there. Great catch. But there's going to be an injury here, it looks like. And that doesn't look too good. That does not look good. That does not look good. As Moore was injured on the play, and he's currently on his back. He couldn't get up. Let's see what happened here. So Mosley tried to punch the ball out, and it looks like Moore may have taken a nosedive into the turf with his face, unfortunately. So they're going to check him out, and that's going to send us to a quick injury timeout. Justin says, glad I came here. You fill time very well, Jay. Yeah, man. Without a doubt. Almost 4 years and rolling. Shout out to you guys. Almost 65,000 subscribers strong. Let's go. Shout out to you, Bentley. I guess Njoku is just going to have to catch the next touchdown. Yeah, it's not looking good. Wally G, what up, man? What's going on with you? So let's go ahead and look at some of these current spreads while we get to the injury timeout here as Moore's down on the field. The Jets are plus 1,700 on the live money line. The current live spread is 17.5. Over under is 60.5. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there you go. There you go. Someone's sitting somewhere right now. I need Njoku. They hit me up with the Did you guys see that one guy? He had the parlay with all the touchdowns, anytime touchdowns, and he needed McCaffrey for half a million. And McCaffrey got that touchdown. The guy won like $500,000 off of like $20 or something like that. It was an absolutely insane parlay. And he won $500,000. Totally nuts. Totally nuts. G550 says currently watching the Ravens mic'd up versus the Niners. These boys are vicious. It's a fact. So it looks like Moore is up walking, and they're probably going to take him to the tent, check him out for concussion. He may be under concussion protocol after that. It was a pretty nasty spill that he took. So we'll see what happens. Minute 41 on the clock. First and 10 for Cleveland. Shout out to Chastity. Says, remember when Flacco and the Ravens went to the Super Bowl? Wow. What happened? As a fact, as Flacco's in trouble, gets out of it, throws, and this will be caught. Plenty of space. Cuts back inside, still going, breaking tackles. He's still on his feet, and that's going to be another Browns touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness. And that's going to be a big passing touchdown for Ford. Tons of space, making moves, breaking tackles. And Ford will strike again. And there it is. It says it's wild. CMC is the MVP. I don't care what anybody else says. All right. That's going to be 50 yards for Ford. That's crazy. 50 yards. And that play was basically dead in the water. Tons of, misdirection. Flacco had to run out of the pocket, basically used up all of his oxygen. Finally gets the ball off, throws it to Ford. Ford makes a crazy, ridiculous run for 50 yards, and that leads to a touchdown. So, yeah, score is now 34-14. We're back to a 20-point lead, and this game is starting to look a little crazy. Shout out to Mark. There's no way he comes back after the Tua thing with a hit like that. Yeah, I don't think he does as well. Matt says the Browns. Let's go. Francois says, OMG, I'm so happy I started Jerome Ford tonight. Let's go. Ken says, don't mess with Father Time or Moore's Days time. What happened to Elijah Moore? He got tackled and brought down pretty hard, and I think he smacked his face on the field. So maybe in concussion protocol. Flacco is almost 300 yards now in the second quarter. 34 points, close to 300 yards in the second quarter. This is crazy against this Jets defense. Quinnen Williams is upset. He's mad. You should be. Your defense sucks right now. Just keeping it real. They need to play better. Jay, do you think I can win my 17-leg parlay? I don't like touching anything. I mean, I don't really bet like that anymore. But I don't like touching anything over 4. Once you get over 4, it starts getting a little just stupid because that was always my big thing. Like I'd have multiple tickets and let's say I had 10 tickets. And out of those 10, I had 7 that were more than 4. I'd win on 4, right? I'd win the 3 and the rest of them would be like, oh, you got, 4 out of 5 or you got 5 out of 7 or you got 7 out of 10. So I stopped it. And then when I was doing it, I just stuck with the 4. The 4 was very good because for me, it was very easy to pick 4 out of the 16 or 17 games I was playing and make it work that way. So there you go. Joseph says our quarterback threw an interception, Arizona 10-0. Oof. All right. Bench Russ because of guaranteed contract and time left. You already know how that go. Here we go. As Simeon throws short, just checks it down. It's going to be caught for maybe no gain, as it's now second down. Shout out to you, Jeff. Yeah, just let me know. Let me know. Tess says, imagine how good this Browns team would be if they had all their starters and didn't give up the ball so much. So I guess the question is, are you saying with Deshaun, or are you saying all the starters with Flacco? Because that's the difference, right? When you say all the starters. Patriot Politics says, what's going on with all these concussions this year? I almost want to say it's jab related. Oh, my goodness. Let's not go there, my friend. Let's not go there. I don't think your face being slammed into a field has anything to do with that, my friend. Carlito says Flacco for MVP. Justin says Russ was benched to preserve the body. Okay. Current odds were plus 17. I just checked them about 2 minutes ago. Ramon says, anyone had the guts to start Flacco in their fantasy championship? That's a really good question. I'd like to see those numbers. Here we go. 56 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 for these Jets. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Quick throw, and that will be caught. 7 yards in the catch, as now the Jets are in hurry-up mode. It'll be 2nd and 3 as Conklin gets it for 7 yards. And here we go. Here we go. Anyone had to? Sorry. If I had to choose, I would say Watson. I had to Google Watson record. Shows Watson was 5-1. Okay. As Simeon's going to keep it, throws deep, and this will be another catch. Conklin again, another big first down. They're moving the ball. Do you think that Watson would have had the same kind of success towards these later weeks, like Flacco has? So, can we get into this conversation then? Is Flacco a system quarterback? Listen, because if you're saying that Deshaun would be winning with this squad right now, doesn't that make Flacco a product of the system? Wouldn't that make Flacco a system quarterback right now? It works both ways. It's going to be 1st and 10 for these Jets at the 32 with 25 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Adam says, love to everyone. Pray for peace and New Year. Play sports games, not war games. Shout out to you, Adam. Let's go, man. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Jets. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Simeon steps up, throws short. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a flag. There is a flag. Mark says, nah, he's a game manager. You know what's insane? 5 years ago, nobody was even really using the word system quarterback or game manager. 10 years ago, you rarely heard those statements out of anybody's mouth. 20 years ago, nobody talked about a system quarterback or a game manager. Now everyone wants to come up with these new arguments. Oh, this person's a game manager. This person's a system quarterback. Like, it's just let these guys go out there, play and ball and do what they need to on the field. If they've developed a skill set that works, then that means they're great enough to be on that field and throw that ball and play for the team they're playing for. Shout out to Patriots says, with all due respect, has DeMar Hamlin recorded a single tackle this year with regards to potentially nominated comeback player of the year? We can get into that. Yeah, I don't think he deserves comeback player of the year, right? I would like to see him on that field actually being able to play if we're going to give him that. I do respect his life and I do appreciate the fact that of him being a human being, but I do think comeback player of the year deserves to be not only just for you coming back from a health event, but you being able to display that on the field as well. So Zerline is going to go ahead and kick a field goal here as the time rolls down, and we'll see what happens. Peter says, is DeVito quarterback? No, Tyrod Taylor is in, my friend. Tyrod Taylor will be in. So here we go. Kick is off. And it is good. So Jets will put some points on the board as we end the second quarter. It's going to be 34-17, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into halftime. So there you go. Shout out to you guys. Chloe says, I thought system quarterback was just meant for someone who does nothing outside of the hook. I figured it was a recent, but I was sure there was a word for it before. Well, I mean, I think the biggest problem is this. To me, a system quarterback is someone that does a lot of checkdowns. They can't air it out. When they do, it gets picked off. They don't know how to read defense, right? They have to basically make sure that the play scheme is to the T, or they can't go out there and win. So if someone can make adjustments on the fly, and if someone can make the necessary adjustments to go out there and win, then I don't think they're a system quarterback. With that said, we're at halftime and take a quick break, get something to drink, and I'll be back momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you guys. ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go as we start this third quarter. Browns will send it back to the Jets. Score is currently 34-17. And this is going to be a nice little run back here to about, it looks like the 35-ish. We'll see here. We shall see. Sleepy, what up, man? What's going on with you? How you doing tonight? Puck in the building. What's up, Puck? Shout out to you. So get to the 29. Oh, okay. 29, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. DJ Jean says it's bandaged and I got an ice pack. It's not soaked through yet. Okay. Well, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Jets. This is going to be a handoff to the right side. Picks up about 4 yards on the carry. And it's going to be 2nd down. 34 points scored for these Browns, second most in a half at home in team history. Flacco making history. Look at that. There you go. Bob says, Jay, what do you think about going out with your... Oh, man. I don't. It shouldn't be done. There should never be a conversation of that. Here we go. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Snap is off. Hand off to the right side again. Gets a nice block, and that's going to be a big pickup for Hall as he gets the 1st down for the Jets. And there it is. Brendan says 49ers, but I was from San Francisco and raised in Sonoma County. I'm the old school Humble fan. Shout out to you, Brendan. Dreams is best rapper of all time. Tupac. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Yeah, I definitely probably missed the whole thing. Shout out to you, Brian. What's up, man? Here we go. 1st and 10 as Simeon's under center. This is going to be another handoff. Hesitates, hits that left side, and will pick up 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3 now. The Jets start off strong in the offense. I like it. Changing the game plan, mixing some things up. You're still in this thing. It's far from over. You are still in this thing. All right. Kevin says, I feel that the Browns will go further than the Lions. It's interesting. It's very interesting for sure. What's up, Ryan? Shout out to you, man. Says, who you got for MVP now? You know, I'm still in the Brock Purdy-ish CMC, Lamar mix. That's where I'm still at as we have a run up the middle for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to, 3 yards. It's going to lead to 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Shelby says it's been a busy end of 2023. I'm so looking forward to another year of your streams. Thank you for all that you do. Shout out to you, Shelby. I'm glad to have the community that we have with all of you guys involved. It's been great. It's been a wonderful 2023. I am also looking forward to 2024. Everything that we got planned. I got some good stuff planned as well. Adjustments and things that need to be done as far as, with the channel and just the direction that we're going. And I definitely think that these enhancements that I do, it's just going to make things all the better. And I'm excited for it, for sure. Let's go. So it's going to be 3rd and inches here at the 41, and we'll see what the Jets decide to do here as Rodgers looks concerned on the sideline. He has a look of concern for his team right now. Jeff says, okay, need help on technology challenge. There's a little heart in the bottom right and hand corner of my phone screen, and I can't get rid of it. Need help. Try to go into the app or go out of the app and then come back in. That may work. I'm not sure why YouTube did that. I have no control over that. I don't. It's not a setting for it. It sometimes does that for me too. I don't know what it is, but YouTube did it, and I have no idea. Because sometimes I'll be trying to read your comments, and the heart's in the way, and so I have to wait till someone else pushes the comment up. But yeah, I can't remove it. It's just there, and it's just I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. But hey, it's there. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So here we go. Here we go. As this can be another quick run here by Hall. Picks up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 31. And here we go. Simeon under center. Play fakes. Rolls out. Quick throw on a screen. Plenty of space again. And it'll get maybe 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Shout out to Shantae. What up? Says, what do you think about the Russell Wilson benching? Obviously the Broncos made a financial decision. It's just the reality of it, right? They made a financial decision, and they're potentially probably thinking of moving on. I think they're going to look at all the options that they have on the table. They're going to see what's going on next year. And then, if they can't get anybody better, we'll probably see Wilson back out there. If not, Wilson's probably going to move on and go somewhere else. And then, the Broncos will probably be trying to figure it out with Stidham and whoever else they can. It's really crazy. But I'll say this. I think Wilson would probably be better to just retire. You're not broke. I don't think you're in the business of chasing a Super Bowl right now, kind of like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. I don't think at this point you're too worried about your legacy, right? So your prime has already came and went. Your opportunities for to reach that point, you probably have peaked in. So it may be time to just go ahead and, throw in the towel and enjoy your life with your family and, move on, go be a commentator, or go coach quarterbacks, that's just the reality of it. Wilson to the Jets. Now with Rodgers coming back. But here we go. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And Simeon here. Wouldn't it be something if he ran in for a touchdown? 2nd and goal. Here we go. It's probably not going to happen, but here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Simeon throws. End zone. Incomplete. This kid does not use his legs at all. At all. Purple says Wilson needs to retire. I agree. 3 Money says Russ will be. Why do you guys do that? I'll be reading and it's like gone. Mean what you say and say what you mean. All right. As Simeon gets brought down, it's going to be 3rd and goal here. 9 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock left in this third quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. Slant. High. Incomplete. Almost picked off. And this will lead to 4th and goal. And they'll go ahead and kick another field goal. Sponge says, who do you like more, Browns or Jets? I mean, from a production and being successful point of view, the Browns right now. Without a doubt. Stacy45 says Pete Carroll ruined the Broncos. He ruined them in a Super Bowl, and then he cleaned them out in a blockbuster trade. Yeah, and that's just the reality of it, right? The Broncos got robbed, and I don't think they have anybody else but themselves to blame, right? They put up so much stock for this man instead of negotiating a better deal or finding somebody else. What would Joe Flacco have done with those Broncos? That's a good thought, right? He will still sit on the couch. He could have went and played for the Broncos, right? There's a lot of owners, head coaches, and managers looking at Flacco right now, and they're saying, man, maybe we can call Rivers. Maybe we need to call up Andrew Luck. I mean, he's probably really, really done, but right, they're saying that right now. Because they're seeing the success that Flacco has in the field, and they're like, maybe we need to start looking at these guys that, have been out the league for 3-4 years and see what they can do. As this kick is going to be blocked. Browns ball. This is absolutely sad right now. Kick is blocked. Browns ball. Stefanski deserves a lot more credit than he gets for what's going on with Flacco. Tim Tebow. Yeah, I feel like Tim Tebow don't. People don't like Tim because of certain reasons. I'm not going to get into it, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know why I said that. But I think, people don't like Tim Tebow for certain reasons, and, he probably won't come back to the league. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick, right? He's not going to come back to the league for certain reasons, and it's just the reality of it. Randy says the Jets stink. It's bad. It's real bad. Your kicks are getting blocked. Your quarterback can't do anything. You've literally got to rely on your defense to try and make plays for you. And then it's like, even if you get the ball back, does it really matter? Because you can't score. It's crazy. Russ is like benching country. Let's sit. That's crazy. Those players retired. Flacco wasn't retired. Well, I mean, it's not hard to come back from being retired. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and make it happen. Captain says Wilson shouldn't retire. He should take every dime from those Broncos. The Broncos deserve it. Every team that gave their average quarterback $250 million deserves what they get. Terrible team management. What about the Browns? You think the Browns deserve to pay Deshaun Watson $250 million? Bengals, do you think Joe Burrow deserved $230 million? Let's have that conversation. How much did these quarterbacks deserve for their skill set and what they do on the field? Tebow's mechanics are awful. Nothing to do with his beliefs. Alfonso says, I agree someone with J.J. Watt. All these managers that didn't even inquire about Lamar should be interrogated under hot lights. He's like, hot lights. Just come down and beam you in the face while you're being interrogated. Make you all sweaty and uncomfortable. Does Brock deserve $190K? It's a good question. Right? It's a good question. Mr. Irrelevant comes out, probably plays the best football that the 49ers have seen in decades. And at this point, you'd probably be remiss to say, I think he's probably worth about, I think realistically, Brock's probably worth about 100 to 150 at the max. 100 to 150 at the max. I don't think you give him no more than that. And it's really, really a true hard negotiation for that 150. Like, he probably needs to win a Super Bowl for the 150, right? You get to the NFC Championship, all right, that should probably get you about 100. You get to the Super Bowl, 125. You win the Super Bowl, 150. I think that makes sense. Captain said Deshaun gave the Browns every reason not to sign him. He was not happy in Houston despite the huge contract they gave him. Yeah, Deshaun could be doing what Shroud's doing right now, but, things just don't work out that way, unfortunately. But here we go. As the Browns will lose the ball, the Jets just take it out of his hand. Whitehead just took it out of his hands, and now it's going to be the Jets' ball. Wow. This is insane. Was he down? Ooh, I think that ball, he may have been down, but that ball looked like it was moving. It looked like it was moving. The ball was ripped out, but I think he was down. I think he was already down. Yeah, it's probably going to be down by contact. Mac Jones won games. Oh, remember the Mac Jones hype? There was so much hype for Mac Jones. It looks like that ball may have been coming out before he went down, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a tough call. This is going to be a tough call for the refs. I think this can go either way. We'll see what they say here. I think that ball was moving before he went down, but we'll see how they play it. McCaffrey's going to be the highest paid running back. He should. He definitely should. Remember when we were going through that the running back situation? It was like Armageddon on running backs. They were all freaking out and going on the podcast and all that stuff, and then Saquon Barkley had to bite the bullet and took the $11 million deal right after he wanted 24 and all this other garbage. And now it's like, all right, they tried to, get one over on you guys. And going into 24, however those contracts are written for running backs now, I guarantee you they're going to be totally different. Guarantee it's going to be totally different as far as the way that running backs have their contracts set up now. The ball was out. Yeah, it looked like it was. It looked like it was, but the point is, like, he was super close to the field, but it looks like it's going to be reversed. Yeah. So they're going to say he fumbled. The runner was not down by contact, and the play was reversed. Wow. So there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Quick timeout, commercial break. 8:46 left on the clock in this third quarter. Score is 34-17. 34-17 as we get to this timeout commercial break. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight. Thursday Night Football. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. G550 says, I got the Chiefs losing this week. Is that a reach, bro? What if I told you that I believe the Bengals can beat the Chiefs without Joe Burrow? What if I told you? So, yeah, they're going to say that he was down by contact because the ball didn't come out enough. It was moving around a little bit, but it ain't come out enough before he went down and touched the field. So there you go. There you go. Take the orange pill. 39 quick throw, and this will be caught. It'll now be 4th and 3, and let's see how they play it here. They probably should just go ahead and punt this. Send it back to the Jets. Yeah, they're not aggressive at all right now. Kind of just taking their foot off the gas, saying, oh, we got a decent lead. Let's just relax. Let's just relax. We're beating them. It's probably not going to matter. We'll be all right. And unfortunately, that's not what you want in this game. This game is still close. It's still a two-score game. And at this point, it could get interesting if the Jets do score in this next possession. But here we go. Punt is off. And this is going to be taken to about the 33, 1st and 10 for the Jets. Browns are playing better with Jordan Watson. So, Betty, what does that mean exactly, right? How does that translate into next year when Deshaun comes back, right? Who picks up Flacco? Because I'm sure someone's going to want to give him a contract if these Browns make a deep run and do some damage. Dream says, what if I told you Fens for the win? I mean, it rhymes, but just because it rhymes doesn't mean it's going to happen. Dolphins over Ravens by 13 points. Y'all really believe in Tua in that pocket against that Ravens defense that showed you what they do with the pocket passer? Tua is not running. He is standing in that pocket trying to throw that ball. And y'all believe that the Dolphins are going to beat them by 13. All right. This is going to be a quick toss here. It'll be 2nd down at about 5. Clock rolls as we at 7:30. Hand off to Hall. The pass tactic ain't working. I really hate the Jets. They ruin everything. It's got the parlay working. Chloe says, let him cook, Jay. It's what Lamar feeds off of. It's just, you got to make it make sense, right? If you look at Tua and if you look at Brock, they're basically the same quarterback, except the difference is Tua actually knows how to throw over the line. So, yeah, you might not get as many batted balls, but you're going to see some sacks. And we've been, talking about how great Tua's been and, how he's been healthy all year. But guess what? He's been healthy because nobody's really been able to put hands on him. So what happens when he gets shaken up? Right? And I'm not saying on an injury standpoint because we don't want him to get injured, but what happens when he takes that one solid sack and he feels it and he gets nervous? He starts to lose focus. He starts making mistakes. That's something that people will forget about and be questioning, well, what's going on in the second or third quarter of that game when things start to look a little shaky for Miami. But here we go. There we go. That's going to be 8 yards in the catch for Baldwin there. It's now going to be 1st and 10 as it gets to the 45. Let's go. Says got to keep the energy. Niners almost came back in the end. 4 bad throws did the men. Otherwise, they matched the Ravens. In what way? I mean, are you talking offensively or defensively? Because, you know, that defense let a lot of points go. And at the end of the day, you know, allowing a whole bunch of defense and putting up a whole bunch of points doesn't work. I think the Chargers have showed us that with Justin Herbert. Shout out to you, Tucker. Let's go, man. 2nd and 8, 5 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Simeon under center, directing traffic, 8 seconds on the play clock. Brown showing a blitz. And they bring everybody, but that's going to be a run up the middle. Good job on the run by Hall. Gets it going. That's going to be just short of the first down. It's probably going to be 3rd and 1 here, or 3rd and inches. Quick shout out to A. Wright coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, A. Wright. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the $5 donation. Says, love the streams, Jay. Watson disappointed me this year. He was playing too tight. And next year he needs to go back to the massage parlors to win. Hashtag facts. Hey, if the man needs to, you know, relax, if he needs a massage, then maybe he needs to talk to his girl, right? Because he does have a girl. And let her give him the massages. That way you don't have to deal with the scrutiny and the problems of all these other people out there. And you don't have to worry about paying people off from your contract. Right? Right? Quick shout out to Shelby coming through with the $20 super chat. Shout out to you, Shelby. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $20 donation. It is much, much appreciated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10 for these Jets. 4 minutes on the clock left in this third quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. We have motion. Simeon under center, drops back, and there's going to be a flag and maybe offsides.
Jay. Watson disappointed me this year. He was playing too tight, and next year he needs
or
to
no,
go
it's
back
going to be a
the
false
massage
start.
parlors to win. Hashtag facts. Folded hands.
False start, so it's going to push the Jets back to the 49. It'll be 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Shout out to Antonio. What up, man? What's going on with you? Tiger says Travis just needs to break up with Taylor Swift. He was way better before. Do you think that's the excuse? Do you think Taylor has ruined Travis Kelce? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. 1st and 15. Here we go. As Simeon is directing traffic, snap is off. Quick throw out to the flat. This is going to be caught. Makes a quick move, but gets tripped up. And Brownlee will pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and long. 2nd and long. DJ Jean says tequila on an ice sphere with lime. That actually sounds pretty good. Dennis says, who do you got? The Browns by 7, my friend. The Browns by 7. Rab says Purdy is small. I don't know how he does as good as he does in the first place, seeing over the line. Well, listen, when you drop back and you got an O-line that's protecting you for a certain amount of time, you know, you can make the necessary adjustments to get that ball high enough, you know, with enough accuracy and velocity to put in the bucket sometimes, which is what he can do. The real question is when someone sits down and they've got a lot of tape on you and they see how long it takes you to read the defense and go through your progressions. And then at that point, they're able to basically pick up on your cadence and how you throw. Oh, okay, well, let's just go ahead and rush them, put our hands up, and we'll have a high percentage of batting down or tipping balls that we could bring down and probably pick. And that's exactly what happened. That's what the Ravens did. And now everyone in the league is on notice, so it's going to be very interesting with the weeks coming up. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Quick throw. No, Simeon's going to keep it as he was in trouble. And it'll be 4th down. My goodness. So what are you going to do now? Right? It's 4th down, 4th and 10. You're at their 45. And you're going to punt. You're going to punt. Shout out to Joe Black says, I love the Semi Chiefs channel. I get more info about the Chiefs here than any other channel. Hey, they just ask me questions and we talk about stuff. That's how it goes. I'm not like those other guys. I'm not like those other guys. Send me $100. I'll do a shot. That's not me. I acknowledge all of you guys in the chat. Obviously, I can't see everything, but you know, whatever pops into the chat box and I see it in my eyes before I have to call a play, that's what I talk about. That's what I talk about. Shout out to Shelby. Says, I absolutely enjoy this community of people. I'm a Vikings fan, and all I can say is skull. To the fans of sportsmanship, of the fans of the game, thanks to everyone. Shout out to you, Shelby. Hey, listen, I took the Vikings this week. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. I'm liking it. I think it's going to be a tough one, though, but I am liking it. Brendan says, you're the best football streamer that isn't overwhelmingly showboating craziness that's not even relevant to the game. Thank you for your wonderful work. Shout out to you, Brendan. Yeah, man. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Hawkins says, Jay, quick question. Do you think is going to win the college football championship this year? We're not there yet. Once we get through Monday, I'll have a better idea and I'll make my decision as far as predictions. And then obviously we're going to stream those games and then the championship. So I'll let you guys know the night of once those 2 games are finished. Jay Zero in the building says, Jay, how about the last season college football championship game where you televised Georgia Bulldogs or TCU Horned Frogs? We talked about it earlier. There was like 10,000 people in here, and the game was absolutely insane. It was terrible. I mean, obviously it was amazing for the Bulldogs, but it was just terrible to see TCU get blown out like that. They should have never been in the championship. Should have never been. Without a doubt. Jill Alice says, Jay is what we call high maintenance. We don't do a shot for less than 1K. Listen, I'm not the kind of person that sells out for money. So even if someone was like, if they actually sent $1,000 and was like, Jay, I expect you to do a shot now, I'll say I'm not doing it. And if I need to, I'll send it back to you. I don't sell out for money. Right? If you want to do something for me out of the kindness of your heart, then I'll humbly accept it. But if someone tells me you got to do this for that, hell no. Get out of here. Take your money. Doesn't matter to me. And I've always been that way. And I'll always be that way. So there you go. We're in a quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 34-17, 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this third quarter as the Browns will get it back. Snarback says, listening to the stream made fixing my sink better. Great. Thanks so much. Earned my sub. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for rocking with us. Welcome to the channel. Matt says, crying NFL babies are out of control, Jay. Well, we know that. We know that. Rab says, Niners got predictable. I agree. Well, not the Niners specifically, but Purdy, right? Because I think the real problem is this. The 49ers figure that we can just keep going with this same scheme or this same kind of offense, and we're going to win every time. And unfortunately, Shanahan didn't, say, all right, let's go ahead and, make the proper adjustments that we need to against his defense. He said, all right, you know what? No, we're just going to keep going. It's going to get fine. It's going to be fine. And he went with that. If it ain't, broke, don't fix it thing. And unfortunately, it was way broken. And by the time he tried to change things, it got out of hand. And that's what a lot of these coaches do, right? They go with this game plan. They feel like this is it. This is how they're going to win. And they don't have, an alternate to go to, or they choose not to go with that alternate because they don't believe in it. And it's really unfortunate because you put Brock Purdy in a situation to not only where I think his confidence is a little bit shaken going into these next final weeks, but you got to realize when you have someone throw 4 interceptions in week 16, right, going into week 17, 18 in the playoffs, that's going to affect their whole mindset going forward. So we'll definitely see how that's going to affect Purdy for sure in these next coming weeks. But here we go. 1st and 10, Flacco going deep, and that is going to be incomplete. No flags, as in Njoku can't bring it down. That was triple coverage, Flacco. Flacco's feeling himself throwing into triple coverage, especially in Gardner's way. But that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, it was knocked down. Antonio says, hey, Jay, can you see the Super Bowl being between the 49ers and the Bills? Well, that was my prediction start of the year. Right? Albeit it's a little bit of a biased opinion because Bills is my team. But I think that the Bills do have enough on paper if they can stop making mistakes, if they can get that defense together. I do think they could make the Super Bowl really interesting if they get there against the 49ers. Right? I've been talking about Sean McDermott and how I feel like, he may not be the guy to get the job done. This is where coaching and the decision making as far as personnel on the field is going to be ever so vital. And if the Bills get to the playoffs, championship, all that kind of stuff, it's going to go from, we just got the talent, to now you have to make sure that you have the proper pieces on the board to go out there and win, and everyone plays efficiently. But here we go. Quick throw. This is going to be high, incomplete, and there's a flag. There is a flag, and this may be on the defense. We'll see here. Brendan says, I'm just waiting for that one coach to call plays like a little kid playing Madden on Sega. No teams will be able to read them. Right? Could you imagine, right? Andy Reid's like, you know what? We're having a terrible year. I'm just going to start playing Madden. I'm going to call Madden plays. We're going to go for it on 4th and 8. And we're going to go a post route. And we're just going to run X-rays because, those normally happen. We'll catch somebody in the corner and get a first down every time. That was my play in 2019, yo. That was definitely my play back in 2019. As this is going to be caught here, 2nd down. Alexa says, football simply is not that deep. Really? You don't think it's that deep? Interesting. Ford's going to get 5 yards here. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 20 now. Minute 49 on the clock left in this 3rd quarter. Tecmo Bowl was it? Oh, yeah. Tecmo Bowl days it's crazy just thinking back to it. 2nd and 5. As this is going to be another handoff, and he gets wrapped up very fast. Tripped up, and this is going to lead to 3rd and about 7. G550 says, I'm stubborn. I never believe the spreads. I don't either, man. I was always a money line man. Let me catch the money line. And if it was a team that I knew wasn't going to do well in the game, I'm catching the money line as soon as they go up, and I'm positive in the green, I'm cashing out. They call me Cash Out Jay. I'm catching out. Here we go, 3rd and 7. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Flacco has time. Quick throw, and that's going to be incomplete. And this will lead to 4th and 7, and they'll go ahead and send it back to the Jets one more time. Blitz? Yeah, we had Blitz. Blitz was amazing, without a doubt. JD had the Steelers versus Seahawks. Got the Steelers, my friend. I'm believing in Mason Rudolph this week. I didn't want to do it, but yeah, Mason Rudolph. We'll see. Here we go, 4th and 7. These Browns will punt. Kick is off. And this is going to be taken from the 27. Hits that right side, has a blocker or two, and they'll get to about the 47. There it is, 1st and 10, Jets. There it is. Dennis says that the Green Bay Packers going to the playoffs if they beat the Seahawks. I think they need other things to happen as well. I don't think it's just that. I think they need other teams to lose for them to be able to get there. David says Lions are going to roar their way into the Super Bowl. So I had the Lions being Super Bowl contenders this year at the beginning of the year. Unlike most people, I'm not going to name any names, but unlike most people, I had them as Super Bowl contenders at the start of the season. And I said that the Lions would make a deep run. Now, whether or not they get to the Super Bowl is really going to boil down to their defense and whether or not whoever they go against is, going to be able to battle them offensively. We know that Goff and company have the offensive tools. The defense, for me, it's been okay. It's had its great moments, but they can get a little shaky. So heading into, the playoffs, that's going to be the biggest question mark. Is that defense going to step up and lead the Lions to those victories? Without a doubt. Shout out to Purple says, yes, you did, Jay. Check out Jay's other videos. I've been saying it. I said it July. I said it back in July. When we started our 32, 31 days, I went through every team. Back in July. I miss those. Those are good videos. Like, it was a summer, so like a lot of people were just chilling out and not really like, showing up because it wasn't football season. But for those who did, you guys already know we covered all 32 teams and it was fun. We did one team every night. Went through the whole schedule and gave our thoughts as far as what we expect and all that kind of stuff. And obviously some stuff didn't pan out, but some other stuff did. And the Lions was definitely one of them for sure. Tsunami says, Jay, do you think that either team will score again before this is over? I'm a half point from my over. Yeah, I mean, we should see another field goal at least. At least another field goal. Now, I did say Jets 17, but I had Browns 26. I said 26-17, and here we are. Matt says if the Lions win out, they will go the distance. We'll see, man. Hey, I subbed tonight and didn't get any confetti. Shout out to you, David. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Shout out to you for subscribing. Let's go. Ernie says, I'm sure someone out there placed a nice bet on the Lions going to the Super Bowl. Sure. I think at the beginning of the season, those odds were like at least, plus 10,000 or something like that. It was crazy. It was really, really high. Right now, I think it's still decently high, but it's not, life-changing money high. Richie says, what over you got? He probably took that 60.5. That's what he did. You took that 60.5, didn't you? Yeah, he definitely did. He took the 60.5. That's hilarious. J7843 says Lions were big losers last year. What changed? I think Goff, that Gibbs and Montgomery combination, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the defense. There's a tons of tools that changed over there that the Lions didn't have. And when everything came together, I just seen it. I seen it last year, and I'm like, you know what? I do think that these Lions have a solid chance of being contenders. And, for the 23 season, that's exactly what happened. So it's going to be first down here after the 2-yard run by Hall. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43. As we start this fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, score is 34-17. And, obviously if the Jets are going to do something in this game, they have to score now. You've got to score now and figure it out. Here we go. Snap is off. Quick throw. That's going to be caught. And they'll pick up about 8 yards on the catch. It's going to be 2nd and 8 as Wilson gets it going. 8 yards on the catch by Wilson. J0 says, I enjoy watching you make videos for all 32 NFL teams before preseason and the regular season. Great way to keep it interesting. I hope you continue to do this next year. Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. We'll do it. We'll do it next year, July. Same thing. We'll cover all 32 teams in, 31 days. And we'll go with the same approach, especially after the draft and the new rookies and all that kind of stuff. And I know this year I didn't stream the draft because I had some other stuff going on, but I'm definitely going to stream next year's draft for sure. So I'm excited for that too. Here we go. Simeon is going to be stopped as there's going to be a flag here, maybe a false start. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's gonna be a false start, so bring him back. Bring him back. Shout out to you guys for getting us to that 600 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it going. Shout out to you guys. All right. Terry says 27-41. Oof. Who's gonna score? That's the question. Who's gonna score? Then it says, is Aaron Rodgers back in for the New York Jets? Not yet, my friend. If Jets played the Giants, who has home field advantage? I don't think either of them do. I think it's equal. Yeah, I think it's equal. So here we go. 3rd and 6. And the Jets have got 110 yards this half, and Browns only have 10. Time possession is 12 minutes versus 3. So Jets definitely controlling this half, but they're not capitalizing on all this possession. Here we go. 3rd and 6. 5 seconds on the play clock. Simeon back in the shotgun. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw on a slant. That's almost picked off. There was a hold there that I think the refs missed, but they let it go. It's going to be 4th and 6. And now at this point, you've got Wilson going back and forth with the ref. Like, listen, this man, Emerson, was holding me, and you didn't call the flag, ref. What are you doing? Or I'm sorry, Newsom with the bump. But there you go. Quick shout out to Deepak as well as 23 and Breezy for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. So here we go. 4th and 6. And now they want to go for it. And they don't, because there's going to be a stop and play here. The snap was off, but the clock's at 0. So there's going to be a delay game. And I mean, at this point, what are you going to do? You're really going to punt? And they do. They go ahead and punt. Jay, do you think Aaron Rodgers will ever play again? Yeah, he'll play next year. He'll play next year. You know, we talk about teams getting robbed for money. I think the Jets got robbed. I think they got robbed this year for sure. Here we go. Punt is off. And it's going to be a fair catch at the 9. And that's where the Browns will take over, ladies and gentlemen. Quick timeout. Commercial break. All right. Shout out to Erica. Says, Jay, what is your favorite college football team? FSU. FSU. Cam, what up, yo? What's going on with you? Sean says, yo, let's have Brees catch one more touchdown, please. I'm playing Flacco and Joku combo in the Super Bowl. Let's see, there's plenty of time. Richie says Erica loves college football. Shout out to you, Cam. Josh Hawkins, let's go, man. Thoughts on Kupp this year? Great year for Kupp. Coming back from the injury, and he's still playing at a high level. I think the big problem is too, though, is when players come back from an injury, it's still in their mind, right? You still feel that little forgot the word that I'm looking for, but you still feel that little pain, right? Especially if it's something like an ankle or ACL or a calf or hamstring, something like that, right? Something that you pull, whatever it is. When you take off the line, when you make that wrong step, when you twist the wrong way, at the end of the day, you still feel, the slight discomfort of that injury. And it's just a reminder. And, some people can get over it, right? Some people will be fine. But then there's others that, really let it affect their game because they're like, yo, I don't want to get hit again. I don't want to get injured again. I don't want to feel that pain again. And it's just just the reality of it. Betty says, do you respect Tom Brady? As a player, sure. Yeah, I respect Tom Brady as a player. Why not? Here we go. 2nd and 3. This is going to be a handoff to the right side, breaking tackles. And that's going to be a big first down as Strong Jr. gets it going on the run now. Mississippi State. Shout out to you, Erica. Says, seeing a lot of people give up on him. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the injuries and you look at the age and where the Rams are, people are fickle, right? If you're not playing at an elite level every Monday, Thursday, Sunday, you kind of get out of the conversation and people, stop believing in you and all that kind of stuff. But, that's why you still go out there, you work hard, you show up and you say, here I am. This is what I do. This is my job, and make you a believer again. This is going to be a fumble. Ball comes out. And it looks like this may be Jets ball. He was not down. Ball popped out. Picked up. Was he touched? Ooh, punched out by the helmet. So now Strong Jr. loses the ball. That's not good. And this is going to be picked up here. And I don't think he was touched. This may be a touchdown. So let's see how they play it here. Or they're probably just going to give it to him and say first down. Shout out to Steven, says, do you think the Bengals will beat the Browns? No. So it's going to be recovered at the 35, 1st and 10. But what's really interesting is nobody touched Johnson. So are they saying that they blew it dead as soon as he got the ball? Because that's kind of crazy. Nobody touched him. He ran in for the touchdown. All right, refs. All right. So multiple opportunities for the Jets. We have 11 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Can they do something? Can they score a touchdown? Simeon, you may have to do it yourself, my friend. Get out that pocket. Use your legs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This will be caught. Pick up about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Richie says, MJ or Braun? MJ, man. Tsunami says, this game is scaring me. Is the second half just going to be turnovers? Your guess is as good as mine. Shout out to Patty. What's going on with you, Patty? 2nd and 4 for these Jets as the Browns showing a 5-man rush. They bring more. Quick throw, incomplete. Try to get that to Gibson. Looking for a flag. Didn't get it. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now as he is upset. 11 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Brees going to score a touchdown before end of game. We'll see. Joseph says OU is now up 14-13. Let's go insane. Catch Nick Anderson with the toe dragging touchdown. He jumped for it, was way in front of him. Let's go OU. Wow. Getting down to the wire over there. 3rd and 4 for these Jets. Can they score? Do something on offense. As now it's another quick throw. Tries to hit this left side. Fights for it. And he's going to be just short. It's going to be 4th and 1. Obviously 4 down territory, but it is 4th and 1. And they just had a tough time on 3rd down. Very tough time on 3rd down. But here we go. Here we go. Gene says, Jay, you should host a video featuring the worst refs call of all season, maybe clips. Do you know how long that video would be? Like, no joke. Do you know how long that video would be? I think this is going to be a stop. They didn't get it as Simeon tried to run and they cut under those legs. Wow. This is just bad football right now. This is absolutely bad football. You can't get a yard, Simeon. Turnover on downs. Brown football. Browns football, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. There you go. Defense. That's right. I can't imagine the amount of research that would take. Yeah, that's a video you'd probably have to sit down like, a real week or two to go through, because you have to gauge it too. You can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna talk about the worst plays in the NFL and like the ref calls. Like, how far do you go back? Are you just talking about this year? That would be ridiculous in itself. Are you talking about the last 5 years, the last 10 years? Like, how do you pull the sample size of what you're going to talk about when it comes to the refs and their terrible calls? Because there's probably 7 or 8 alone from this year that I think we could talk about. So yeah. So there's also going to be a flag here. And it looks like too many men on the field. Wait a minute. What is going on here? So hold on. Too many men on the field. And it's going to be a new set of downs for the Jets. Okay. All right. So late flag, but here we go. Quick throw. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be a loss of yards. The Jets just cannot capitalize on anything that's given to them. It's crazy. So now it's going to be 2nd and about 13. 10 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. And now we have an injury on the field. Injury on the field. I'm trying to see who's down here. And they're not showing it to me. So the pass was to Gibson, loss of 2 yards. There's a current injury in the field, but they're not showing it. Come on. Shout out to Richie and Jay. This Jets offense isn't equipped to capitalize on this Browns D. Well, you got to figure out something. I mean, to keep allowing Simeon to just go out there and waste opportunity after opportunity, I mean, it says a lot. So, yeah, so it'll be 2nd and 12. As Newman comes off the field, he looks to be shaken up. They're going to check him out. But Johnson was injured. Newman Johnson was injured, and now it's 2nd and 12. So here we go. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Another flag. Come on. What are we doing? This is crazy. Flags, injuries. Like what? False start. Okay. Shout out to Jake. What up, man? What's going on with you? Let's see. Says, can the Dolphins beat the Ravens this Sunday? I got the Ravens in my prediction, my friend. I think Tua is going to have a tough time with that defense. For sure. That is for sure. Otis says the Jets have been grounded by the TSA. That is a fact. Here we go. 2nd and 17 now after the false start. Browns showing 4-man rush. 5 seconds on the play clock. Simeon calls an audible at the last second. Can't get set. That should be a flag, but they'll get it off. Quick throw to check down. Pick of a yard. You need to get down the field. 1-yard passes are not going to work. This is crazy. Quick shout out to Jonas coming through with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Jonas. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation, my friend. Says, bro, I knew these Browns was hot, but can Flacco take them to the Super Bowl? I'm thinking Ravens make the bowl. Unless Buffalo makes the AFC Championship, then we can have a 90s type Super Bowl. That's what I'm thinking, man. I like Flacco. I like what these teams doing. But this is the Jets. This is Simeon, right? And Simeon can barely run for a yard as he goes down. This is going to lead to 4th down, and obviously they're going to kick a field goal. But yeah, I would like that. You know, a remembrance of the 90s type Super Bowl for sure. That is a fact. So, yeah, Simeon's going to go down here. And it's going to be 4th and 16 now.
Hot, but can
and they'll
Flacco
go ahead
take them
and
to the
kick
Super
a
Bowl?
field goal.
I'm thinking Ravens makes the bowl. Unless Buffalo makes it to the AFC Championship,
Cooper says,
then we can have 90s type Super Bowl.
Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Think they're going to make it? Field goal was almost blocked, but they get it up, and it is good. Score is now 34-20. 2-score game. Do you think Tua will get sacked by the Ravens? Yes. I think Clowney is going to mean business, and we're going to see Clowney probably get at least 2 sacks. Shout out to Oda coming through with the 99-cent super chat. Showing the love, showing the support. Thank you for the $1 donation. Much, much appreciated, man. How didn't he block that right? It was close. It was close. But I think they needed that one. For sure. I think they needed that one. So yeah, I mean, right now, with it being 34-20, dang, everything hurts right now. What's going on? Shoulder's killing me. Slept on it wrong. Shout out to Jeff. So this is really a poor display of coaching on the Jets' part at this stage of the season. No discipline. And that's been my point, right? We talked about it earlier. Coaches just going with the one game plan, not changing, not making any adjustments. Oh, we're just going to stick with it, see what happens. And they haven't done anything different from what we've seen in the first quarter. It's crazy. Do you think KC is losing to Cincy? I predicted Kansas City with the win, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I'm leaning more so that they do it, and I'm just giving Kansas City the win probably out of respect, to be honest. That's just the reality of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a quick timeout, commercial break. Score is 34-20, 8 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock left in this fourth quarter. Invest in a better chair. Yeah, it's not the chair. Unfortunately, I sleep on my side a lot. I'm a side stomach sleeper. So, yeah, I slept on it wrong, and it's been killing me for the last couple hours. So it's not the chair. So, shout out to Jeffrey, says Jets play rest of the season for draft picks. Fans disappointed. It's the truth. Shout out to Little Trey for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. Kick is off. And this is going to be a touchback. Browns will take it out there 25, 1st and 10. Rab says that no field goal call early on and missed extra point, then not going for two were all coaching errors by the Browns. Yeah, but those kind of things get overlooked, right? When the team's winning and they got a potentially solid lead, we forgive those kind of things and we don't even talk about them. But let's say the Browns are losing. Oh, then obviously we're crucifying the coaching and the play calling at that point and the decisions that are made. That's how it goes. But here we go. Flacco under center. 1st and 10. This is going to be a play fake. Rolls out, has time, throws, incomplete. You're at a point now to where you want the clock to run. So why are you throwing the ball on 1st and 10? What are you doing? I don't get it. Shout out to Royalty. What up, man? What's going on with you? Matt says if Rodgers plays in the last game of the year, would he win comeback player of the year? No. Doesn't even make sense, yo. We're just going to give him the award because he came back and played one game? That would be crazy. Nah. Jay says I sleep with my side and stomach as well. I've been having trouble with my shoulder as well. Yeah, it's just, when you sleep on your shoulder or your stomach, these things happen, especially, if you're sleeping like this or you got the pillow resting on your shoulder here, you got your head down on the pillow, and then you may shift and bring your arm over like this. It's all kinds of garbage, that can lead to, I think I got a pinched nerve too. That's probably the biggest issue right now. But yeah. Because I can't sleep with my back. I haven't slept on my back since 2008. But here we go. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. This is going to be a quick throw. It's caught. And that will be for about, looks like 5 yards by Njoku. 6 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. And these Browns will come off the field. Quick shout out to Jonas coming through with another $5 super chat. Says now Flacco does have a true number one as long as Cooper stays healthy and as a great tight end. I want to see the Texans in the playoffs. I mean, do you think Shroud is absolutely capable to come back and get to the playoffs and do what they need to do? Water pillows? Nah, I'm good on the water, yo. We had a water bed a long time ago. When I say long, I'm talking long time ago. And I never want anything in my bed that has to do with water again, ever. Justin says I can only pass out on my back. Yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it. We're in a quick timeout commercial break. 8 minutes and 7 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Score is 34-20. Ernie says I have some lightly used my pillows. Throw you a good price. First off, who's out here buying used pillows, yo? That's kind of crazy. Oh man, used pillows. Quick shout out to Stacy for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. David says waterbed saves energy. Yo. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not rocking with the waterbed, yo. I'm not doing it.
Now, Flacco does have a true number one. As long as Copper stays healthy and is a great tight end. I want to see the Texans in the playoffs.
Shout out to you, Stacy. Says hello. I'm a big fan of you. Let's go. Shout out to you, Stacy. Thank you for rocking with the channel. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Johnny says pinched over my shoulder and the tip of my index finger was numb for over a month. Yeah. You know, getting old. Getting old sucks. Shout out to you, Rab. It does. It does. Bob says use pillows. It was crazy, man. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a quick timeout commercial break. 7 minutes and 30. Actually, you know what? This game should have been over like right about now. They've been prolonging this game with the flags, and obviously we had the injuries, and then Flacco deciding to throw when you need the clock to run. Like, what is going on? Do you want to win the game or do you want the Jets to put up some more points? Like, what are we doing? Ernie says they still make water beds. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one in like 30 years. That's how long it's been. DJ James says you got to buy water beds at a yard sale. Yo, nobody should buy a water bed. Like, I'm just advising against it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Justin says water beds are not conductive. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. 1st and 10, throw on a screen. And that's a big hit. That is a big hit. Good job, Simeon. Just setting them up to get destroyed like that. Unbelievable. This is bad. As Hall just gets rocked. And now it's 2nd and 14. Clock rolls at 6 minutes and 46 seconds. This is just absolutely nasty right now. Absolutely nasty. You should be able to grow fish in your waterbed. Yeah, because, you know, you want to deal with mold and algae growing around your head. That makes perfect sense. That's insane. It reminds me of the platform shoes that they used to rock in the 70s that had fish in them. It's like, really? You guys got fish in your shoes? What is going on? What is going on? Shout out to Frederica says, Jay, I loved my waterbed. Listen, I'm not saying like it was good for like it wasn't good for that time, but I think it was just a novelty thing, right? It was a fad. I don't think it was something that was like sustainable. You know, I think it was something for that time, and it was like, oh, I got a waterbed in the house, right? And it made everybody jealous because they're like, oh, it's water, and you could sleep on the waterbed. And then come to find out, it destroyed people's backs. And that's why everybody started getting rid of them. And it wasn't feasible to keep having to change out the water and all that stuff. And it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. You know, look at the Johnsons. They got a color TV and a waterbed. They're doing things in life. Here we go, 4th and 6. As Simeon's going to roll out, and he is in trouble, but he'll try to get there, and he's going to be short, and this will be Browns ball, ladies and gentlemen. Browns ball. Oh, man. Joseph Estrada says, what's your favorite college football team? FSU, my friend. FSU. Matt says, waterbeds are very ergonomic. You can get some sleep with the ocean ambience, and you can get the Capri Sun straw to get some drink. This conversation is just absolutely ridiculous right now. It is so ridiculous right now. Says I can make I can't deal. So they're gonna go ahead and try to measure this here, and he is gonna be short. He's short literally by about 3 inches, and it's gonna be Browns ball. Browns ball, turnover on downs, and they'll have it at the 32. Says fish in your shoes. I'm gonna get you sucker. Yeah, man. Classics for sure. Gene says the conversation is better than the game. Listen, that's how we always get. We always have the great conversations. You know, when the game gets a little crazy or when someone's getting blown out and we just know how the game's gonna go, it always turns into a great conversation. For sure. Quick shout out to Kenny Holcomb coming through with the $1 super chat. Shout out to you, Kenny. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the $1 donation. Much appreciated. Shout out to Purple says the heat and the waterbed, it helps my back so that I can sleep. Yeah, listen, like I said, you know, for some people it may work, but I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. Here we go. This is going to be a handoff. Hits that right side, still going. And they'll let the clock roll now. They'll let the clock roll now. As it's going to be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Shook up that goldfish in the shoes. It's like, it's just crazy. Yo, people was walking around with the fish in the shoes back in the 70s. You know, that's crazy. You know, think about it. You got to take off your shoe. You got to feed the fish, right? Then you might need to. What if you like walking around? It's a hot day. It's like 90 degrees. You got to hope that the fish don't die because they, they're getting heated up from the sun and from the asphalt. So then you got to make sure the fish is still alive. Like, who wants to go through all that? The 70s was a crazy time. From everything that I've seen and read, the 70s was a crazy time. Stories that I've heard and all that stuff. 70s was a weird place. It was a weird place. Says that's fashion, dead fish, mafia terms. Shout out to you, Johnny. Oh man, here we go. 1st and 10, 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock and rolling. And this is going to be another handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Hunt for another 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 as the clock rolls. 3:30. You guys are hilarious. Thoughts on the Browns helmets? I mean, they're just white with some stripes on it. That's about all. It's nothing really to think about. I like the no logo approach to it, I guess. Just have a logo on your uniform. You don't need one on the helmet all the time. 1970 Browns Jets, first Monday Night Football game. Let's go. This is going to be another handoff to Hunt, and he gets wrapped up. As this is going to be now 3rd and 8, he'll lose about a yard. Shout out to Maurice. What up, man? What's going on with you? Kenny says, do you think Henry will stay with the Titans? Yeah. I think he's going to retire a Titan. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Yeah, I don't think he's going nowhere. Cleveland is finally doing it right. Kill the clock, right? That's what they should have did the last time. Kill the clock. What are we doing? Says Jay Bills go to the Super Bowl. Who we playing? 49ers. 49ers. Or you know what? If I'm reaching way deep in my bag, as much as we probably won't see it, I probably think it's going to be, it could be Bills Cowboys. That'd be the ultimate 90s rematch, the ultimate 90s experience. If there was a Bills Cowboys Super Bowl, that would be absolutely crazy. Because it'd be kind of like a revenge game from like decades ago. Like it would just be absolutely amazing. So yeah. Shout out to you, JF. Way deep in the bag. Way deep. Bills Niners, I mean, that's, I think that's the given. But I think the shake up the world, very surprising match would probably be the Bills and the Cowboys for sure. For sure. Stephen Curry is the GOAT. Says, do you think Cincinnati or Cleveland will go to the Super Bowl first? You mean win one? Because the Bengals already went there, my friend. But if you mean win one, I think probably the Browns at this point, as they're going to go ahead and kick a field goal here. It is up. It is good. And they'll increase on that lead. It's going to be 37-20, ladies and gentlemen. 37-20. Jay, I would say Bills, Eagles, because we will be the only team in history to play all 4 teams in one division. Be interesting. I wanted Aikman versus Kelly, Josh versus Dak. That'd be nice. That'd be nice for sure. Not much of a second half. Everyone blew their load by halftime. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, as far as with the score, I know someone out there was hoping for that 60.5. And unless some miracle happens on the Jets side, I don't think it's going to happen. Cleveland Browns 2.0 says Browns or Ravens for what? It's not really a question. You mean like AFC overall? Like what are we talking about? Quick shout out to Deborah Lewis as well as Daily Doses for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers if I did miss your name. With that said, what do we got? I ain't looked at the numbers all game. I just been having a good time with you guys. We're at 64,588 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting so close to that 65,000. And it's been an absolutely great year for sure. Absolutely great year for sure. All right. So now the Jets will get it back after the field goal. Scores 37-20. And they'll get to the 22. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It says, I'm a witness, not a participant to fish shoes. He's like, I seen it too. I seen it, Jay. I seen it. Do you put Flacco back on the field? No, take him out. Take him out. You don't want to risk that man right now and what he's been doing. And, you know, he may be the key piece of the puzzle that's going to lead you to, you know, the promised land. So take him out, let him get some rest, and try again for next week. Comeback player of the year is hopefully Matt Stafford. I think it depends on where they end up playoff wise. That's what I think. Eric says we'll hit 65,000 on Detroit versus Dallas. Yeah. Listen, you guys know it's been a marathon for us. It's not, you know, it's never been a race. Some of these guys. Listen, I tell you, I'm not throwing no shade at nobody, but I'm going to bring up a quick story. So there was this guy. He had a channel. And he was showing college. Now, he started showing college when the Colorado Buffaloes and the Deion Sanders thing really started picking up, when the Deion Sanders run started picking up. And he was actually streaming the live video, right? And he did pretty good. He did very good. He did very good. He got the channel up to like 40,000 subscribers within like 48 hours. It was absolutely insane. He was making tons of money on Cash App through donations, which is cool. I'm not knocking your hustle. That's why I'm not mentioning the name. I'm just talking about what happened. Tons of money on Cash App. He was killing him. He killed him. Then he did 2 more. And within a month, he had literally got this channel up to like 130,000 subscribers. Now, he had a window to where he could have stopped and literally just kind of like went on this same kind of aspect of what we do over here. And then he did it. He'd already had 2 strikes. They had already given him 2 strikes. And what most people don't know is when you get your 3rd strike, your channel's gone. So he tried to play the game one more time. He put on some, I don't know what college game it was, but he put on a college game. He took down his channel, and all the work that he did within that month, it got up to 130,000 subscribers, was gone. They took it all away. So, you know, that's why over here it's been slow and steady and doing things the right way. And that's what it's been all about. You know, it's been all about the experience for me. And I don't need to rush anything. You know, whatever's bound to happen as far as the success on the channel is going to happen naturally, and that's just the reality of it. So there you go. So shout out to you, Jeff King. Much love, man. Much love. All right. 2nd and 10. As we get to the 2-minute warning, snap is off. Quick throw. It's going to be caught. And that is going to be a big hit, but I think this may be taken. Maybe not. No. All right. It's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and 2. As it looks like Abanikanda had the ball taken away from him, but I guess not. So it's going to be 3rd and 2, minute 37 on the clock. And here we go. Snap is off. Another quick throw. This is caught. And they're going to try to just keep him up, but the clock will roll. Minute 27 to go. Shout out to you, Lexa. Let's go. Justin says, time is free, Jay. No, time's not free at all. Time always costs something. Without a doubt. Time always calls something, man. Another quick throw here. And this is going to be a first down for the Jets. Minute on the clock and rolling. I mean, I'm sure at this point they're just trying to put up some garbage points. But we'll see here. Shout out to you, Wally G. Let's go. Time is the most valuable commodity for sure. Just dumps this off here. This will be caught, but it's only for a yard. 2nd and 10. Clock rolls 40 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Frederica, you already know. Without a doubt. Justin says, nah, time is free. Explain it. I want to hear this one. I think this will be a good conversation as we wrap this up. 2nd and 9, quick throw. This is going to be caught, and it'll pick up about 7 yards. So Justin said time is free, and I want to know why. I want to hear this. I actually want to have this conversation. Yeah, game's over. Scores 37-20. So let's have this conversation before I check up out of here. Shout out to Yasmin Matt coming through with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Matt. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation, my friend. Says great hanging with Jay in the gang. Water beds for life. That is hilarious. Rick says time is money. G550 says how much longer can the NFL watch this happen on their fields and continue to deny the effects of brain injuries and CTE? How are they not facing hundreds of lawsuits? You got to read the contract, buddy. Read the contract. Read the contract. Justin says your subscribers will come over time at no cost. Steady Eddie with good programming seems natural for you. No, because the time, right? The time comes at a cost from something else, right? Because this is all entertainment, no matter how you look at it. If someone decides to subscribe, obviously they've taken the time out of their day to hit that subscribe button, to spend time on this channel. They could have been doing God knows what, right? They could have been working. They could have been taking care of kids. They could have been going out on a run. They could have been hitting the gym. They could have been doing all these different things, but they chose to be here. And the value behind that time is what makes it valuable. So it's not free, right? That's why I always state that I appreciate everyone that watches me, because the time that people spend, we're over like 2 million hours in watch, 2.5 million hours in watch time. That's how many hours I've been watched. That's very valuable. That's why people say time is money. Well, time is valuable because at the end of the day,
for life.
all this means something. Without a doubt. So shout out to you, man. You know, DJ Gene says you can't cheat time. That's a fact. Shout out to you, Frederica. Let's go. Says when I was doing time, it cost me a lot of my life. Shout out to you, JF. Yeah, man. G550, you already know, bro. Reverend says we can get more money, but everyone has the same 24 hours per day. Betty says time is life. Yes, it is. Jake says I probably watch your channel for like 50 plus hours. Shout out to you, Jake. Rav says that's why this channel is so different. Great job, Jake. Yeah, much love to you guys. Much love. Stacy says people long for mortality when they can't decide what to do on a rainy Sunday afternoon. It's very interesting. It really is. Right? I think when we talk about immortality, I think it comes down to a lot of people are fearful as far as what's next. And so, that boils down to fear in that kind of situation as far as, what happens after life, right? Oh, I want to live forever because I'm scared of that. Or, I want to live forever because I want to experience everything. Or I want to experience different parts of life that I never got to and I feel like I don't have enough time to. That's why, I always preach, live the life that, you want to within the means that you can. Now, that's a double-edged sword because you may have responsibilities and things that you need to take care of. But at the same time, you have to find the will to live the life that you want to and create the happiness around you that you need to. and kind of get out of the rat race sometimes, because you can get stuck in it and not even realize it. So there you go. That's my little gem for the day, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have yourself a great evening. It has been fun. Thursday night, the Browns take it 37-20. We'll be back here Saturday for the Lions and the Cowboys. Sunday is going to be the Patriots and the Bills. And then we've got New Year's Eve. New Year's, obviously, I'll stream with you guys just to give you a quick Happy New Year. Show love to each and every one of you. And that's going to be the stream schedule for the next few weeks. Then we'll get into next few days. Then we'll get into the college on the 1st. And then we'll get into the championship. And then we're back to week 18. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it is NFL playoff time. All the talking's up. All the talking's up. All the stats and the analytics, all that stuff goes all out the window when we get to the playoffs. And for those who were here last year and you remember, I was 7-1 in the playoffs. For those who remember, I was 7-1 last year. I was damn near perfect in the playoffs. And I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great night.